Wagwan family, manners and respect. Good morning, When I waste some time, I see that video. It's a long video, go get a coffee. Come my coffee up on the fire already. Yeah. Go get your coffee, people. Now we're gonna get into who is Andre Stevens? This youth to come on social media, come perpetrate himself as poor people defender and stuff like that. Do we know this guy? Now, what I'm about to play for you this morning, this need to be heard. It's like in producer last night had on one of the head girl. That was one of the main girl on the show. And the lady revealed some stuff. Shocking. Some vlogger don't play these stuff, people. Vloggers round the nonsense and the passa. There are also voice notes out there with Andre Stevens sounding like a child groomer, sounding a lot like a pedophile. But the vloggers don't play those stuff, people. The one who live off his excrement. They talk about the scavengers, they will eat out of the scrapyard on social media. They don't build contents. They live off a man like a that. And it's as if they are pushing the narrative of a pedophile to me. It might be one. You understand me? Me don't know. Can if you come on him page, come tell us if he's a pedo or not. Or why him talk to the local youth like that, like he want to groom the youth. But before me reach that video there, me not ready to jump on that yet, Because I promise you that audio. Because vloggers go like say they don't want to play something because some man can't do no wrong boy. Yeah. But anyway, the producer was with Shernette last night, the head girl. And I'm hearing some shocking stuff, people. My mouth drop. So I want you guys to hear this, man, and get your coffee. Because I'm about to get mine. All right? Some people come on here and perpetrate like them this and then they are that. At the same time, we come and use the page and beat out politicians who are fake TV hosts and radio producer who are come tell the people them lie. And you're in the people and face with the goddamn fakeness. We want to find out who is Andre Stevens. Look, listen.
Jamaica, after the death of Heather was announced by Andre on the 6th of August. We saw where that week, very week, Andre went into what I called an Anansi story. Now, for those of us who grew up in the 70s and early 80s and earlier, we knew Anansi's story was well before the days of television and smartphone. When you don't have no light and you use buckle torch or tele lamp, so you sit down on the veranda and you talk about Anansi's story to kill the early part of the night. Since the days of color TV and smartphone, you really don't hear people sit down talking about Anansi's story. But in 2023, we see Andre embark on an 8-day mission, an 8-day process of Anansi's story, which quickly, by Wednesday, turned into a turmoil and tirade. And by Saturday, Partner Jaw was almost in collapse. So now, Partner Jaw has been dismantled. Given the tape we heard on last Sunday,
So come the coffee ready.
Partner Jaw could be dismantled to give the government grace and favor to continue to fool all of us. On that Friday night, the 11th of August, we heard Andre went out on a stinging attack on quite a few people, from the Prime Minister and his wife to his very friend Rhoda, who he was meant to have a private lunch with a few weeks before the attack, to Captain J, a contributor and supporter of the show, a stinging and nasty attack and his head girl, one of the most famous analysis and partner draw TV. Andre was asked to apologize and clear people's name, but as we all know, Andre has dumb pride, and at no point he will take responsibility or even sought to make clear his blunders, lies, and defamation. This evening, the former head girl of Partner Draw TV will tell her story to you all. Be of an open mind, and at the end, it will be for the public to make their own judgment. Good evening, Shernette, and welcome to Global TV.
Good evening, Wayne. Thank you. Good evening, audience. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I am doing good. I'm doing much better, to be honest. When this first happened, I took it really, really hard. Because the fact is that I was not even aware of the fact that it was happening until I got off the plane at Pearson and my phone blew up the Saturday night. And I was getting texts and calls and people were telling me what was happening. So while that was happening, I was still in Jamaica, but because I was not listening to the show, I did not know what was happening.
But are you hearing me? Get into that.
Are you hearing me clearly?
We are hearing you clearly.
Okay.
Before we get into that, tell the audience, for those who may not have known you or were not watching Partner Draw TV, who Shernette is.
Okay, so I am a Jamaican, born, raised in the countryside. So I'm a country girl. Left Jamaica as a teenager, migrated with my mom sponsored me to Canada. So I've been here, finished high school here, all that stuff. Out of all my siblings, I'm the oldest. So I kind of grew up with my grandparent, and my grandfather was very knowledgeable in world affairs, politics, science. He was like beyond his time in terms of his knowledge and the vast knowledge. Being the oldest and being a girl, the oldest grandchild and being a girl, and my mom and dad migrated.
Sorry about that, guys. Whatever happened. I was trying to turn it down, so my hand touched something I'm not supposed to touch. I'll get you back.
I knew about the program because I did not know anything about Andre.
All right. You became the head girl for Partner Draw TV. But before explaining to us how you became the head girl for Partner Draw TV, explain leading up into that, what cemented your attraction to the program, that you have that gravitas to the program to the point where you became head girl for Partner Draw TV?
What actually cemented it was the dedication. Here you are in England, you're not being paid. Everyone knows that you were not being paid. You were volunteering your time. Here is Andre, at that time was not being paid. It's something that was in Andre that was bold. He was bold, as if he was, and knowing how dangerous Jamaica was. It's that boldness that I like, because I don't like people that just talk. I like action. I always said I would be a nanny any minute. So I liked that about him, that unwavering spirit. Places that other people would shy away from, he went there. That attracted me. The dedication of the people that were on his program, the information at that time that he was claiming that he was getting. I was wondering, how was he able to get these information? Who was he getting these information from? Then finding out, I didn't care anything about his background, whatever his orientation is, has nothing to do with me. He seemed at that time to sell us a story that he wanted a better Jamaica.
Right.
For Jamaicans. Yeah, Jamaica for Jamaicans. That's basically Jamaica for Jamaicans, and that's what I was about. I don't care. I've never voted in my life in Jamaica because I left Jamaica before I was able to vote. So it's Jamaica for Jamaicans. And that's what he seemed to stand for and wanted change, an immediate change. So that's when I basically said, and that held me. The fact he was on time every night, the fact that he was speaking a language that the people wanted to hear, because we were almost to the point where we're hopeless. So he again was playing, I call it, he was playing, as he said, playing a little David. So he was playing a little David. So I thought Andre was, as he said, little David, he would play the song Little David, but it looked as if Little David was playing us. So at that time, I thought he was actually playing Little David. I had no clue Little David was actually playing us. So that's why I gravitated to it, because it was a form of hope for us that were desperate. And I think us in the diaspora, we gravitated to it more because people don't understand. It doesn't matter how much citizenship they give us living overseas. And even if you came here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, there's always this natural inclination to go home. There's nowhere like home to me. So for us in the diaspora, we always want to go home. So with him, we supported him a lot because we were buying what he was selling, because what he was selling is what we wanted.
And how did you become the head girl?
Well, in the comment section, they started calling me the head girl. Because of what I brought to the table. It took months for Andre to officially start calling me the head girl. None of that stuff really mattered to me because, as I stated before, I was about legacy for the next generation, not immediacy. Because we as Blacks, we tend to think about immediacy, the now, but I was about legacy for my children and their grandchildren if they wanted to migrate to get a piece of the land of wood and water. So basically, they start calling me that in the comment section. Then months later, Andre start referring to me as the head girl. And I just wanted a better Jamaica for Jamaicans. And I would basically almost stop at nothing to see that happen. So that's how they started calling me the head girl. So it was the students, as we would call ourselves, that started calling me the head girl, and then later on, Andre started calling me the head girl.
Right. Oh,
guys, good morning, guys. That's where I know. So this is Wayne, producer Wayne Global TV. Producer Wayne Global TV, and Wayne be dropping some bomb, and the vloggers them act like them not hear these serious videos, while the cult keep running on with the nonsense. There's a lot of stuff going on, people, and I will share it on my page. Do you understand me? We need to know what we have among us and who we have among us, especially when they are influential and old. You understand me, people? Going out here, we need to know what we have among us. And through the bloggers, them, when them after their bread they plate, them not do no video for themselves. Those bloggers are vultures. Social media vultures, them scrap up everything on social media and make a video out of it and make money. They don't have no content. They're not intelligent to build a content of their own. So those are the people them who are running this bread stuff, and I go on like say this bread is the best thing around as in sliced bread. But look here, Carlos will play them on my platform because people are supposed to be informed who we are dealing with.
Head of the program, one would thought that Shernette and Andre has a very good relationship. Outside of the program, do you have a communication with Andre prior to the 11th of August?
Prior to the 11th of August, yes. Prior to the 11th of August, we had communication. However, when I started the program, when Donna Lee, that would have been August of...
Look here, you see on my page? Be black and delete some of you. When you come on my page, if you put this down and stop and ray. When the man up on page that disrespect everybody and talk about, say, after me talk about Wayne, after me interview Wayne, my father dead. And that the boy saying, after him interview, if you not say after you interview Wayne, your father dead. This is a piece of roach here. And when I come on my page, come tell me that, delete on yourself and I come back, sir. Come in and play that on my page. When I know over the boy page, I'm talk about all type of stuff and delete, disrespect. Everybody call me and thief. Everybody diss me, take money from politicians. Not one of you say nothing. When the boy upon the page out of mouth say, you know, say after you interview we and your father dead, did you say nothing? When you look at so-called tough back, iron back, leather back, Christian, so-called idiot, get to the Ras off of my page. No, come over here, sir. We black and deal to know. I see some be Ras quiet. Come in and beg you nothing, you know. You hear me? I say bless up my super chat, guys. Move and go, man. Somehow, now come on my page with F3. A different page, you know. Enough of to destroy people. So no go away. This a page run by owner. Different community this.
Here you're referring to Wayne, just for clarification?
Yes, August of this year.
Yeah, so when Donnelly disappeared, I think it was August of last year.
Hold on there. May I deal with one more thing? You see, when the boy come out, come call Wayne thief, them not over them page, nobody say, no, not do this, Andre, not do that, Andre. But as Wayne, I know also come on my page, come interview and say it's true. They want to know chink, dog, flea and flyer come over here, so. No come on my page, man. Go and come on my page, man. But I like some of honor. This page is not for everybody, so delete on yourself. Am I begging anybody anything over here? Move up. For the ones who have to hear stuff and who put Jamaica first, stick around. Most love, manners, and respect. But some of them, if you come off on my page, but dead serious, Clive, you understand why I go on, Clive. Go up on social media right now, go see Carlos' great picture. Go see what bloggers have my name out there under the wrong fucking thing. Go out there, go see. Then don't tell me to cool down if that happened to you. Go out there, go see. Go out in the world, go see what million people have my name as Turpin and shit because of that shit, yeah. Go out there, go look, and come tell me say nothing. After boy, come tell me say after me interview when my father dead. Which one I would not cool and have a page? Which one I only would be cool and have a page? Okay, answer the boy. But when I that look up at this man with the person where I come tell me say Carlos, this, that, and the other. Go over the page, man. Now come over here, sir. Dead serious.
So when I start watching the program, there was no communication between Andre and I when I was calling in. And I would read the comment section and people were saying, oh, Andre's telling her what to say. No, there was basically no communication. We would not communicate outside the show. During the show, sometimes Andre would send me messages. So while he was live, he would send me messages. Sometimes he would send me messages, calling Shernette. But outside the show, the day-to-day operation of the show, in the beginning, no, there was zero communication. There was nothing happening. I would sometimes be home, tired, just getting home from work, because 8 o'clock Jamaican time is, it would be, so 8 o'clock Jamaican time would be 9 o'clock here if we're on daylight savings time. But when we are on Eastern Standard Time, 8 is 8. I'm just leaving work at 8. So most time I would listen to the show, or watch the show in my vehicle driving home until I get home. So being busy at work, doing 10 hours, running my own business, I had no time for communication with Andre during daytime. Most times I would listen to the topic coming home. I would scratch little notes that if I get a chance to call in, these are some of the issues I want to address. So no, there was no communication between Andre and I. After which he would send me, as I said, occasional WhatsApp message. But if the topic was something I was not well versed on, I would just say to him, Andre, no, not tonight. I would not call in because I don't like to speak on things I have no knowledge of.
Mm-hmm. And at any point, did the communication change? Did it get closer? Like did both of you have telephone conversation on a regular basis, or not at all? Or are you a part of any WhatsApp group that Andre has created?
I was not. We were still not having regular conversations, not a telephone kind of a person other than when I call in. However, we did communicate. So in October, Thanksgiving, this is the Canadian Thanksgiving I'm referring to. Our Thanksgiving is in October. The weekend of Thanksgiving, again, Andre never asked me, but Andre was talking about the Canadian farm workers and the conditions they were living in. So I took it upon myself to fill my car with groceries and a bunch of stuff, my trunk and whatever. And I took off by myself, driving to some of the farms that they were mentioning, and I researched them because I'm a facts-based person. I'm the type of person, if you give me information, I need to prove that that actually is factual. So I took off, went driving. I drove about 4 hours. At first I thought it was about 3 hours, 4 hours one way. Got to the farm. When I got to the farm, I found some farmers. The Monday would have been a statutory holiday here in Canada. So based on the law, the farmers should not be working. And if they were working, they would have to be paid overtime. I got to the point where my GPS was not even working anymore. And I started asking direction, lonely back road in the middle of nowhere, and me just driving by myself. They directed me until I found one of the farm. While driving along the side of the street, I saw these black men just working, and it was raining. It was extremely cold because it was about 10 degrees difference between where I lived and where I ended up. I beckoned to them, pulled over, and a few of them nervously came over and started talking to me. I asked permission to record them. They were very, very nervous. But I told them, no, I'm not recording your face. I'll just record your body and what you were saying. The farm owners were there. So I guess a lot of them started saying, no, we don't want any trouble, because if things were to occur, they would send us home and nobody would, we would not come back. I said to them, no, I would not. I started asking them, do you know about Andre Stevens? They said no. They asked me, are you the one that's here to help us? Are you one of the new liaison officer? I said, no, I'm just a concerned citizen. And we spoke. And I, at that farm, I was not able to drop anything off because they were physically on the job. Another gentleman walked over and said, no, continue talking. I'll just go back and tell them that you're one of the liaison officer. So I interviewed them, and they directed me to where other farms were. Those footage of the interview, I later sent to Andre. So Andre had footage of those interviews that I sent to him. And I think I went to about 5 or 6 separate farms that day. I actually was in one of the farms. The place was so massive. I was like, what if somebody starts shooting? Because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Did Andre ever disclose that in public?
I'm sorry?
Did Andre ever disclose that in public?
No, because I even have the name of a lawyer that was working with Andre for about 10 years. Sorry, working with the farmers for about 10 years. And she was willing to come on and do an interview. When I told Andre about it and sent the information to Andre, he never proceeded to do anything about it. It just kind of died down, and I didn't follow. I followed up on it about twice, but I just basically just left it because it did not seem to be something he was interested in.
He might not want to run such a story.
The hype, he did not have the hype, because he went back and talked about the farmers twice after that, but he did not have the hype. He did not have the hype to grab the audience. He wanted stories that were much more catching, stories that would drag people's hearts, stories that he basically could grab numbers. So I don't think he thought this one was going to give him the numbers he wanted. So he just buried it.
There were some times when you would be absent from the show and we would hear Andre asking Shernette to call, or Andre would be saying to the audience that Shernette is busy or creating some narrative. What really happened within those times?
Well, one of the first incident I could remember, it was in the Black History Month. I was part of the Black History Month celebration at my church, and I was supposed to do a presentation, which was pre-planned months in advance. Andre asked me to come on his show and to do a live with him. However, that Friday night, Andre said he was not feeling well, so the show was canceled. He then rescheduled it for the Sunday night. However, had prior engagement at the church that I was supposed to speak. So I told him, Andre, I would try my best to finish the speaking engagement early, and then I would take part in the I think Karen was her name, was going to be on, and a few other people, and I would come on the show. So he started sending me messages while I was at the church. Leave the church, leave the engagement. You need to show up at the show, show up now. And I'm like, Andre, no, I cannot leave. He's like, I'm demanding you to leave now. Listen to me, leave now. I need you here. And I'm like, Andre, I can't just walk out. This is a speaking engagement I had for months, and I cannot until it's finished. So by the time the night was over and I got home, the insults, the cussing that I got in my inbox, I called Andre and set him straight and said, and I never called in for about maybe 2 weeks. I stopped calling in. So when Andre was saying to people, oh, Shernette, I don't know where she is. No, he knew what had happened.
That incident, has he ever spoken to you in a disrespectful manner?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So a few months later, Andre created like a top student group. So the top student group that Andre created, it was a group that basically we were to communicate in. And Andre, oh yeah, when I would not follow his narrative, oh yeah. But before that, one night I was on my way coming home from work. Basically, I just got home from work. When I got home from work, Andre had sent me messages. And in the messages, Andre said to me, because he was doing I guess I don't know what went wrong with Andre and Shelly Caron. So Andre started sending me messages, and in the messages, Andre said in the messages, Shernette, I want you to come out and cuss out Shelly Caron. So that's one of the nights he sent me a message, said I should come out and cuss out Shelly Caron. So I sent him back a note and said, no, I don't know Shelly. I know nothing about Shelly. Shelly has done nothing to me, and I refuse to come out and cuss Shelly out. I will not do that. So he basically tried to control that narrative by saying I should come out and cuss Shelly. So I declined.
Have you ever asked him to do the same thing to Queen Ifrica?
Oh yes. So one night he was doing the show with Queen Ifrica. He was on. I did not like the way the interview was going. I sent him. Because listen to this. Andre said Andre suffers from mental illness. Queen Ifrica suffers from mental illness, according to Andre. If Queen Ifrica suffers from mental illness and you suffer from the same mental illness, I expect you to show empathy to her. I know nothing about Queen Ifrica. I don't even know one of her songs, to be honest. So he was there the night, the way in which he started speaking with her and the interview turned. I sent him the message and said, Andre, end the interview or check yourself because it does not sound professional. I said, remember, you're on an international stage. So he said to me, Shernette, I come in while you come out and done the gal, but yet you're telling me to take it easy on her. So I said, no, Andre, I would not come out and cuss the woman out. I declined and told him I could not do that. First thing first, she's a female. She has done nothing to best of my knowledge. And secondly, without cause, I will not. You cannot manipulate me to come out and just start cussing out people. So I declined. So later on, as soon as Andre hung up that phone, Andre told me some cloth. Listen, I never knew Andre could swear. Andre called me back and Andre told me some words. When he started telling me the cloths on the phone, the cloths was like from here to Timbuktu. I remember I said to him, Andre, no, you need to stop and you need to stop now. Those are languages I do not use. Those are languages that's not in my vocabulary. You're going to respect me and learn how to talk to me because I'm not one of your nincompoops. Don't you ever do that again, ever, as long as there's breath in your body. And I hang up my phone. If you guys remember, it took about 3 weeks for me to call back in because Andre would even call me. Andre was on the phone calling me at night. And like when people were saying, where's Shernette in the comment section? Where's Shernette? I refused to call in. I remember still watching the show and hearing him telling ISAT a Friday night and Ratican that he did something to me, and they kept asking, what did he do to Shernette? And he goes, nah, I can't tell you, but Shernette is pissed with me. I was so shocked with the languages that were coming out of his mouth. So when I heard that tape with his mother, that he addressed his mom, it was surprising that it was his mother, but that attitude he had brought to me before, and I checked him. I said, I will check you. Don't you ever. You don't pay me. I'm not a puppet. You cannot manipulate me. You cannot pull my ropes. Don't you dare. I said the way in which you were dealing with her, that I did not like it. And that's what I said. And that's what I meant. The next time he wanted me to, as I said before, he wanted me to come out and done Shelley. I said, no, I didn't. The next time was the incident with Daryl Vaz. As people always thought that Andre could program me. How many times, if people that listen to the show know that I would call in and oppose to Andre's view. Andre has taken me on several times publicly on the show, and I've done the same where I said, Andre, don't agree with your stance. One such night was the night when Daryl Vaz called in. The way he conducted the interview, I don't think that was a proper interview. So I called in and started talking about the way in which Daryl Vaz was, his mannerism, his body language. He was not even answering the question. And I made a statement that I thought Daryl Vaz was there to launch his campaign. And that interview, Andre was much, much harder on other guests. Why was he so lax with Daryl Vaz? Why was he so easy? So again, that night he had cut me off and told me off because in the comment section, people were begging for me that night, like, oh my God, call back Shernette and apologize. But I did not need an apology because I was going to
that night clearly.
Okay, I was going to stand by what I said. So I am not one of Andre Mennonites that can be manipulated. No, I have an opinion of my own. I'm a leader, not a follower. I'm going to stand by what I believe in. So when Daryl Vaz came on and I spoke to him, he did not like it. He hurriedly cut me off. After the show that night, what people don't understand, Andre called and he said, how dare you assert your authority? How dare you? You do not know the intricacies of what's going on. You do not know what it is. There's bigger fishes being fried. There's bigger things at stake. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what there's things I cannot explain, but I'm going to need him down the road. As some of the stuff he was telling me, which to me at that time did not make much sense. But now seeing that Andre's become a double agent, seeing what Andre's capable of, I understood that Andre...
It's all becoming clearer.
It has become clear, not even clear, it has become clear because that night there was something off. There was something very wrong. And I said, no. And I addressed it. He later called. He told me off. He said to me, I don't understand where he's coming from. There's things he cannot explain. There's things in the back working. He's working on things and he has to be easy with him because he's going to need him in the future. He's also going to need the wife. I said, I don't care. If they come on and you are going to handle them with kids' glove, I will just stop watching the show. Simple, period, blank. So basically...
I want to move a bit forward.
Yes.
You went to Jamaica in around early, mid-July?
Yes, I went to Jamaica on the 17th of July, yes.
Prior to going to arriving in Jamaica, did you have arrangement with Andre Stevens about you coming to Jamaica and where you'll be staying, or did both of you have plans to meet up, move around? How was the plan for that period?
Yes, so I went to Jamaica. So before I start, just before I forget, I want to big up all the people at the Portmore Seventh-day Adventist Church. I would also want to big up the taxi driver. I think he said his name was Country. And later on, you guys will find out who Country is, and the SDA, and how integral they were in the situation. So I notified Andre about maybe 3 months prior that I was going to be heading to Jamaica. We talked a little. Again, we did not talk a lot on the phone, other than the group that he set up, which was called Top Student Group, which in that group, he tried to basically tell us what to say every night. And I said, no, like Shernette, you're going to tackle this point. It was the 6 of us in the group. You're going to tackle that point. You're going to tackle that point. I would say, no, Andre, you can't program me. You cannot tell me to speak on a topic I have no knowledge of. This is a group that you have set up. At that time, I thought that was the only group called Top Student Groups.
Well, Anne, this is somebody that come and says, must be one of them minions. So why the woman never call him and speak to him directly instead of address these issues? There was a relationship. Yes, there was a relationship. But never hear the man come on social media come tear down the woman. If there's a relationship, why never call her? Why come on social media come disgrace him head girl? Like I'm do everybody. For no reason. No reason. Just like I'm do me and everybody else. People, I did not have anything with this brother. After the interview, me and the brother even talk. Me and the brother have nothing. And after the blues, the brother come out and me say me collect $10,000 and you guys believe that. All because me stay off of social media because my father dead. So what is his excuse now? He have not said one word about this conference, labor right conference. And oh no, she said something that look good there. Yes, sir. Remember my father dead, you know. And I come out on the side with him, say me take money. That's why I like some of no. Me dead serious when I like some of I can't trust you. You understand me? Me not like some of dead serious boy. Yeah? So Uno come out, come say about that. Right? We never stop you when them have tear down people. Go on, teacher, go on. When everybody attack, why you never call him one side and talk to him? This a roach I call nobody, I'm just go up on the page and just tear down people. We're not gonna learn.
I later found out after I got back from Jamaica that there were many groups that were set up, and he would basically trying to feed you what to call in and say on the topics. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work for me. So again, I've defied him over and over and over again. So going to Jamaica, I called him, I messaged him, I never called. And I said, I'm going to Jamaica. And I asked him, because I said to him, you said you wanted to build out your studio. Is there anything you want I can pick up on Amazon? That was the conversation. He never responded. I messaged him again. He said he will let me know. At that time, he said to me, Mr. Marsh, which we call Mr. 69. Mm-hmm. That was about maybe a month before I got down. I reminded him, Andre, I'm coming down. Have you figured out what it is that you want now? He said to me, Mr. Marsh, Mr. 69 was in need of a phone. That was actually put on the group, on the top students group. And he wanted us to contribute to buy Mr. Marsh a phone. So I sent him a private message, not on the group WhatsApp, because I did not want anyone else to know I was coming to Jamaica, saying, Andre, remember I'm coming to Jamaica. I could bring a phone for Mr. Marsh. He said, okay, great, bring the phone. So I made arrangement, told him I'm coming to Jamaica. I was coming down on a Friday. We made arrangement for me to be in the studio. That would be the Friday night, same night Ratty and ISET would be on. Was there the Friday night. I got in about 1 that Friday, the 17th. I got in about 1 p.m. When I got in, Andre asked, I said to Andre, I've landed. That's after I got the duty to a driver that picked me up, and he hotspot me. I said, Andre, I've landed and I'm making my way to my apartment unit. Prior to coming to Jamaica, I gave Andre the name of where I'm staying, the address and everything. So he knew where I was staying, when I'm coming in, what time my flight was coming in. Andre said to me—
What was the plan on Friday when you landed in Jamaica?
He said to me, send me the information. Again, I sent it to him. Then he said to me on Friday, I will come into the studio with him at his place. And I said to him, listen, you can even do it at my place because I got a 2-bedroom. So if you're more comfortable at my apartment, you can do it there because I don't know the setup at his apartment. He said, we will discuss that. So the Friday I got in, he said to me, okay, I was going to come over. So I left the airport, dropped off at my apartment, was in my apartment, never heard from Andre. Kept calling Andre, messaging Andre, and time was winding up. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, okay, I haven't ate. I'm hungry. I need food. There's no grocery in the house. There's nothing in the house because Andre and I were supposed to meet before the show. You see, when I messaged him, he told me he's downtown. He's about 5 minutes away from me. He's going to be there in a second at the apartment unit. He and his driver, Andre, never showed up. So I'm sitting there in the apartment. It's about half an hour before the show. I messaged Andre and I said, Andre, What's going on? He said to me, oh, Shernette, oh, change of plan. I changed my mind. I said, huh? He said, I changed my mind. He said, based on the issues I'm dealing with right now, it's best for you not to show your face on camera and for no one to know that you're in Jamaica. I said, okay, fine, not a problem. That's good. Like I have no problem with it. He said, I'm going into some deep places and some deep space. It's best if you just basically stay away at this point. And he said, don't worry, man. Me and you will meet up tomorrow, referring to the next day being Saturday. He said, we'll go out.
What happened on Saturday?
Oh, before that on Friday night. So on Friday night, I was at the apartment. I'm there watching Andre's show. The light in the bedroom that I was in, the light was on. I'm there watching the show. It was about 12:15, 12:10. I heard a loud boom, boom, boom on my window, right next to my bed head. I immediately jumped up and looked up, and the knocking stopped. Then something said to me, do not look out. Do not go to the windows. So I lay still. I did not move. I thought the person was gone. About 10 minutes later, I heard another boom, 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 boom on my window. I said, no, this is not good. So I slid off because the person was beating and shaking the windows if they wanted to come in. I slid off the bed, the side of the bed, slid onto the floor. When I slid onto the floor, I curled up on the floor because in my mind, I said, if they're shooting and something is about to happen, it's easy for them to shoot me on the bed. If I'm on the floor, it's going to be almost impossible for them to hit me. So I slid onto the floor. I turned off my phone. Later on,
just let me get this question again.
Yes.
Other than Andre Steven,
Patrona Maximum Bless, we don't want to hear this. No, this should come out long time. Why you over here? Why are you here? They say, come off from a page, man, some of the tough leather back, man. Galang back over the goddamn asylum. This is not the asylum. This is not the pity party. Do I make you cry when you come over here? Do I make your heart feel a way? I play with your guys' emotion in your pocket? Come off from a page. We're dead serious.
who else knew you were staying in that property?
No one except the driver, which is a driver I've used about 5 times while I was about 3 times, while I was in Kingston. With the exception of the driver that I've used before, that dropped me there, that doesn't know that I'm the head girl, doesn't know anything about me, just know me as Cher. No one else knows that I was staying in that apartment. No one else. Mind you, at this time, Andre knew I was coming in. Andre's plan was for him to come, for us to go get food, for me to go get grocery, for me to get things, for me to go back to his place, for me to have the show from his place, for me to be live in studio with him. I was not even supposed to be in that apartment. Mm-hmm. Half an hour before the show, when I saw him doing nothing, and I'm bathed, I'm dressed, I'm ready, I called him and he said to me he changed his mind. While watching the show, I'm laying there not thinking anything about anything. That's when the banging started. And it went on a third time as if the person is saying, I know you are there. I know you are there. So by this time, I'm on the ground. I slept on the ground the Friday night on the cold concrete with a little sheet. That's where I slept that Friday night. Like literally, that's where I slept the Friday night. So the Saturday morning, I got up. Because when Andre spoke to me the Friday night, he said, don't worry. I'll come and get you Saturday morning and we'll go around. Remember, there's nothing in my house except a bottle of water. So I had not eaten since Thursday night because Friday morning I came down on the plane, nothing. I came to the apartment, nothing. I bought 6 sweet socks and a piece of melon. That's all I had. Now it's Saturday morning. I'm beyond hungry. It was about 11:30. I contacted Andre and I said, Andre, you said, where are you? He said to me, Shernette, I don't feel well. All this while, Andre has been sending me the number of a driver. Some guy is claiming that's his driver that will be taking me around. So I said, no, Andre, if you're going to use a driver to take me around, why not Miss Claudette? Why are you, because Okay, well, even Friday night, he said to me, Shernette, oh, you don't have any food, call the driver. I said, no, who is this driver? So he actually sent me a screenshot with the driver's name and the phone number. Mm-hmm. Next to the phone number, it has the driver's name and it says burner. So it's a burner phone. That alerted me immediately that no, this is a burner phone. I'm going nowhere with this guy. So when I said to him, I'm hungry the Friday night, he said, did you call the driver? Let the driver bring you some food. I said, no, I'm good. So I stayed without food. The Saturday morning, when I contacted him about 11:30, he said to me, you didn't call the driver last night? I said to him, no. Did you call him this morning? I said, no. He said, call the driver. Let the driver give you some food because I'm really tired. I want to sleep in.
Did he turn up at all on Saturday?
No. I said no, and I called the same driver that actually brought me from the airport, the duty tour driver. We went to Coronation Market, got my money changed, got everything together, never even heard from Andre the Saturday the entire day. However, the driver started calling me. The so-called driver started calling me, becoming overly friendly on the phone. The so-called driver, which he calls his security detail and his driver, started asking me for my, if I have social media profile. I said, yes. He said to me, can you send me your social media profile link? The minute he said that, something triggered. I said, my link? He said, yes, send me your social media handles. I said to myself, oh, no. So I sent him my business social media handle, and I still have all the text between he and I. He said to me, thanks much. He said, what I wanted to see was an image of you. I said, interesting, an image of me, really? Then he sent me back a message and said, can I get a picture of you? Immediately, I said, remember, this is now Saturday. I'm by myself. Yeah. There's no one else, because every plan I made with Andre, I changed. I said to myself, hold on, picture of me? He said, yes. I said, why would you want a picture of me? But he was becoming overly friendly, almost as if he wanted to have a intimate conversation with me. Mm-hmm. That's how he was positioning everything. However, that's not what my mind was telling me. My mind was telling me that was his way to get in. So immediately I was reading him and I said, no. So what I did, I took a picture of a mail that was on my phone and I sent it to him. If you guys remember, the night when Andre attacked me, Andre said, a friend of his asked a picture of me. And Andre thought I was a woman. But I'm a transvestite because I sent a picture of a man. That was the incident.
That would be where the argument of Shernette being a transvestite coming from, because you sent a male picture to his security detail.
Just a random male picture to Andre's security detail. When I sent the picture to him, he sent back a funny face emoji to me. I said to myself, got you. You think I was born yesterday? Got you. I was not born when my mother was in market. She was present when I was being born. Got you. Because something was not adding up. I would speak to Andre. Andre would tell me to speak to the driver. I would speak to the driver. The driver would say, you speak to Andre. The driver and the Andre's statement never correspond. Nothing the driver say you could compare with Andre said. Andre saying, Andre's over the east, he's over the west. So I said to myself,
some form of manipulation or something off.
Something was going on, but Andre was trying not to be seen with me. Andre wanted me to be picked up. Andre wanted me to go. Andre wanted me to be in the presence of someone, wanted someone to take me away from the apartment unit, but for him not to be tied to it, because I was in a gated community. There were cameras. So he was doing everything possible to frustrate me to the point where I would have to give up and go with the driver because I don't know Kingston. Just don't know Kingston.
Saturday night, did Andre manage to come and see you by Saturday night?
No, and Saturday night, Andre did not see me. And Saturday night, I was there by myself. And Saturday night, I was just going through my phone. Again, Andre's not on Saturday nights watching some stuff. I was at that time sitting again in the room. The same thing happened. At this time, it was about 2:00 in the morning. somebody came to the window trying to almost break in through the window on Saturday night. I went and locked myself in the bathroom, and that's where I stayed Saturday night, in the bathroom. At that time, I still did not meet his security detail. I still did not see Andre. Because remember, Andre said he's going to take me out, we're going to eat, we're going to dine, we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff, we're going to spend the day together this Saturday. Never saw Andre. However, on Saturday evening, before I went to bed, Andre called me about maybe 9 p.m. I don't remember if it's a call or a message, but we communicated. He said to me, Sunday, tomorrow is Daniel Rose's funeral and the little girl. Do you want to go to the funeral with me? I said, yeah. He said to me, okay, I'll be there to pick you up. He said to me, get ready for 9 o'clock because the funeral starts at 10. So I was there Saturday night before I went to bed, get my clothes out, get everything out. He said, it's put everything aside, not thinking anything, thinking it may have still been an isolated incident the Friday night. So while I was there the Saturday night, the same thing occurred. This time, the person insists as if they wanted to come into the room. I did not know what to do. I did not know who to call. I did not know anyone. The only person that I knew was Andre. And I had a friend, maybe 2 friends I think I had, that was in the military. I even messaged them, but I didn't tell them what was going on. I messaged them to see where they were. They weren't responding because they're on duty. So I was literally there by myself. I'm telling you, when I say shaking.
Did you alert Andre as to what happened Friday night and Saturday night?
No, I did not alert Andre about it until Sunday. I did not alert Andre about it until Sunday. I did not say anything on Friday night. I did not say anything on Saturday night. I did not call him on Saturday night because he claimed to be very busy and there was no communication. And as I stated before, with him and the Ryan guy, that was supposedly his driver, something was not adding up because the gentleman, and what was not adding up as well is that I did not get this from Andre, but I got this from the driver. The driver, imagine this, lives in another parish, which would take about 2 hours to get into Kingston. The driver has his own vehicle, yet Andre, the driver told me Andre rented a car and give to him to carry me around. So I said,
well, the driver has his own vehicle.
Why would Andre rent a car, give the rental car to you to drive me around if you have a car? At the same time, Andre saying to me, this guy's going to...
Did you make any prior arrangement with Andre to rent a car to move you around for the period you were going to be in Jamaica?
Oh, God, no. Because the Monday morning, my girlfriend was coming into Kingston. She knows Kingston. No. And remember, I told you I've been to Kingston. And because I don't know Kingston, I've been to Kingston previously. And 3 times before the exact same duty tour driver, which is very reputable, which you go online, you see the reviews on him. That's how I found him years ago. He would drive me around if I needed drive. So,
look here, Dorothy L. Mighty God, you people can't stop it now and move on. Did you go tell Mr. Roach that over the asylum? Did you tell Mr. Roach that over the asylum I cheat on everybody name? Did you tell Mr. Roach that when him talk all the shit about me and lie about me? Did you tell Mr. Roach that when him try to bring everybody and lie about we and say we and thief? Come off of my page. Come off of my page on the leather back command. Come off of my page. Be dead serious. Did you tell him that? Me not play with it, you know? Because me know me have black and delete enough of honor for this page. Did it before, hundreds of honor. And Uno mess up that youth there. Kind of feel for tell him the goddamn truth. And Uno are the downfall of the thing there. Uno, seeing one about Jesus is Lord and he without sin cast the first stone. Uno can't pray for me, you know. Uno can't pray for me. It's evident to the prayer assaultness. Uno prayer a destruction. Me no want to know about ya. Remember that?
No, we never spoke. In fact, when Andre said to me, the very same driver could have picked me up from the airport, I said to him, no, 2 weeks before coming down, I made plans with my duty tour driver to pick me up from the airport. He said, something you can cancel? I said, no, I don't do that to people. No, I will not cancel it. So I did not cancel it.
Hold on, you see them people are people because them Jesus can't do no wrong. Them cult leader can't do no wrong. Can't do no wrong. They can't. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't know. Get them. Come on from my page and go if you don't want to hear this. I'm not laughing at them now, you know. Because over there I support the nonsense. Because when the man say, if you say after you do the interview with the Wayne, your father dead, and not jump up about it. Oh no, not one on the comment section and say, that's not a good thing to say, teacher. None of uno say that's not a good thing to say. None of uno. And I go chuck off. Come off on my page. Am I begging you guys cash up and Zelle money? Me I put my problem to uno, me I come ball pan uno. Get on the ass back to the asylum, because uno depend the asylum.
So back to Saturday night into Sunday morning of the plan of going to Daniel Rose's funeral.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Wayne, I did not hear you.
No, I said get back into the planning of Saturday night going and to go into Daniel's Rose funeral Sunday.
Okay. So Saturday night, I basically stayed up most of the night. Sunday morning, I was up early because I did not get much sleep. About 6 a.m., I got a call from Andre. And Andre said to me, by the way, I forgot to tell you, it's blue you guys are wearing. Are you ready? I said, yes, I'm up. By that time, I'd gotten up, tried to take a shower, still nervous, just wanting to get out of the place because I was still alone and my girlfriend was coming from Montego Bay on the Monday. So I'm there by myself. So I said, yes, I'm ready. He said, we are going to pick you up at 9 o'clock. I said, no problem. He said, funeral starts at 10. I said, no problem. I'm ready when you are. He later called me back and said, Shernette, the driver is supposed to come and pick us up to take us to the funeral. I said, interesting, because the driver just called me. And the driver said to me, so what are you guys doing today? I said, what do you mean? He said, what's the plan for today? I said, I don't know. You call Andre and ask Andre. Because by this time, I knew something was not right. So none of them were playing me. So I said, don't know. He said to me, I'm not having any communication with Andre. I said, that's interesting. So, because I'm saying to myself, Andre just told me like 5 minutes ago that you'll be picking us up from the funeral. That's what I said to myself. But I didn't tell him anything about the funeral because I'm like, listen, just in case this guy is not really affiliated with Andre, I don't want to tell him where I'm going so this guy will come and find me where I'm at. So let me just leave it as is. So I said, I don't know, you'd have to call Andre. He said to me, well, Andre is not saying anything. That's why I'm asking. I said, but I don't know you. You're saying you work with Andre, you're Andre's security. How could you be Andre's security and it's taking you 2.5 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours to get into Kingston? How is it that you, Andre, rented a car and gave you the rental car? You have that rental car that Andre's paying for every day, yet Andre doesn't have access to that car. You're in a different parish with that car. Does that make any sense to you, Wayne?
It wouldn't make any sense.
That Andre would be paying for a car?
How did you and Andre got to the funeral?
Andre kept calling around and said he could not find anything. Then he said he found an elder that was going to take us to the funeral. Then he showed up about 10:30, claiming that he was late because he had a difficult time finding a ride. He said it was an elder. When the person came with Andre to pick me up, it was a young guy. I looked at him, I said, this is not an elder. I walked up to the car, I greeted Andre like, hi, oh my God, I was so happy to him. Oh my God, I finally saw you. Andre said to me, get in the car. That was his tone, get in the car, Shernette, we're late. He was sitting in the front. He was all dressed in blue and white. I said, no problem. I jumped in the back seat of the car. The entire duration of the trip, we're now going from Kingston to Portmore. Andre was not communicating with me. He was communicating with the driver, which he made it very clear because his questions were directed at the driver. He would address him as driver, and they would be talking. Andre had one communication with me. Andre turned and said to me, Shernette, did you see the ship them that came in? The ship that went, they're going to Venezuela. I said to him, no. He said to me, yes, some ship came in. We had that one conversation. The entirety of the trip, he did not speak with me. But I started looking at him. I'm like, hold on. You are different. Meeting him in person, he was cold, calculated.
So there was no, when you met him, there was no rapport and
nothing.
The professor and the head girl.
No, he was almost robotic. He was no. There was all. He was on
for you. YouTube, just a little. YouTube will ask you for a minute. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Is telling her story and is also demystifying the belligerent attacker. Tell the audience what happened at Daniela's funeral.
So when we got there, as I stated before, his father, Daniel LaRose's father, was up there speaking. There were two people, one standing to his right, one standing to his left. I did not know who he was. It was, again, I was standing outside. When I looked, I saw that Andre proceeded inside, and Andre went right up to the front of the church, walking to the right. And he made his way to the front, started taking pictures and start recording, I assume. It's a very big church. It was the SDA, the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I was standing outside in the broiling sun. I realized, oh my God, so he's going to leave me here with his bag, and I'm talking a big bag. I put my purse in the bag, and I said, okay, I guess I'm going to have to find a seat. I went inside, found a seat. The church was packed by that time because we got there about an hour after the service had started. Sat down. I asked anyone sitting here. I sat down. Fine. Andre did not even know where in the church I was sitting. Andre went, recorded what he needed to do, got his footage of whatever he needed to do. And Andre proceeded to the left of the church where the family, the mother, the little girl's mother sides of the family was. And Andre went and sat with them. He sat for about an hour and a half. At no time did he ever even say to me, I'm going to be at the front. He sat there for about an hour and a half. I was sitting at the back by myself. The whole incident, the whole outburst that went on, I was there at the back door because I got one of the very last seat. So I was seeing everything with the end that went on. And I remember saying to myself, oh my God, let the little girl rest in peace. It's so distasteful. I remember leaning forward, putting my head in my lap and like praying like, please God, this is not good. However, people are out there taking media shots, whatever they were doing. I kept the bag. After the incident occurred where the little girl aunt and the whole blow up and whatever and the cussing out, about half an hour after that, Andre came up to me. So this would be about an hour and a half after we had gotten there.
All of us have a story. Zone. All of us have a story. So we are trying to say, what is your story? You're no hypocrite and want to hear other people's story. But over the asylum, every goddamn day, everybody draws a tear off of them and okay, go on teacher, go on professor. God is with you. He can't suppress it. He without sin can't suppress stone. Blood coverage. You don't move and go for yourself. Come on from my page, we don't want over here. No? They're dead serious. Because people like Uno tear down the better page. Oh no, cult. Oh no, make the brother still in there. A long time I called on the backside of the leather back come and talk about a Christian. You know why? The come on my page not free. Because when the man over there talk the nonsense and I do all of this, you don't support it. You guys were supporters of the asylum. You don't see the destruction and I put grease. So the man slide faster down there. What do they do? Did they say stop, teacher, stop? Eh? Did they say everybody have a story, teacher? But you come on my page. Clear off on my page. Because now I'm ready, I'm serious. That brother there, I will never forgive him. Believe me. Any man come talk about say, you know, say after your interview when your father dead, you'd have forgive him for that. I'll never forgive him. There's a one man per earth where my heart does steer away against. People may not have nobody upon this earth where really they have no enemy people and I feel this way about. No, not one man. But that chink, by saying that about my father, I'm still agree right now. And 2 days after my father dead, the boy come and talk about say, you know, see after I'm interviewing my father dead, you think me gonna forgive this chink, yeah? You think me I gonna forgive him ever? People, come off of my page kindly, galang where I go. Come on, make me disrespect the whole now. Come off and go. You see me I beg on a super chat and Zell. Me I beg on to bless up my cash app. Me I come back to you. Me I beg on a skeleton and pat and pants. No moving up off of my page, man. Sure. Think a crowd run this. And the message more reach around so. And a crowd and numbers and money run my show. You come off and go. I own F up the youth. You move up. When I come ever can F me up either. Move up off of my page. Where do you come from?
And he leaned over and he said to me, Shernette, take your things them out of my bag and give me my bag. I'm going outside to do some work. I said, oh, okay, sure. I went in, took my purse out, even forgot that I had my sunglasses. My sunglasses was still in there. I said, sure, took my purse out and gave him his bag. He went to the side door. That's the last time I saw Andre. I never saw Andre again that day. I'm there sitting thinking Andre's outside doing some work. When it was very hot. It was about 40 degrees that day.
Let me ask you this, because there was a narrative on that very Sunday night given by Andre on his show after returning from the funeral, that he was almost surrounded by police with arms. Did you see any incident of that taking place?
No, Wayne, and I'm getting there, so let me just get there. Because before that, Wayne, you've gone over a lot of stuff. You're way ahead of me. So when I gave him the bag, I didn't see him again. I wanted some water. I walked outside to get water.
I don't know, but your camera is on.
Oh, no, I did not know. Oh, camera. I went outside to get some water. When I went out to get the water, okay, camera. I don't know how to do. Okay. When I went out to get the water, when I walked outside, I saw that Andre was missing. Andre was nowhere there to be found. I said to myself, hold on, where is Andre? What is going on here? So he said, so I looked up,
Delroy Robinson. Delroy Robinson, chill out. Okay? Because none of you never go over that brother that page. And all of me say all of the undercover Batman them come on my page. And they come on my page, come talk to me, you know. Someone if you go away. Because I found an undercover Batman boy, you know. That's why I respect Wayne because I come out, come hold him post. And say, boy, I'm an open game, man. So I know, say, you see that chair over there, so I feel Wayne. You see that chair, I'm mine. You see that road over there, so I feel Wayne. You see that road over there, so I'm mine. And me and Wayne are brethren. But no find an undercover Batman I come take up for some boy. No, chuck off. You ready for one, you know? You never know that? What do you know, man?
I looked everywhere, no Andre. I said, this is funny. I went back inside. Then later I said, okay, fine. I proceeded to go over to where I was sitting. I sat back. I wanted to go to the washroom. After the washroom, I went to the washroom. I go into the washroom, it was broke. I'm still looking for Andre, no Andre. At the end of the night, I remember that the end of that evening, I remember getting outside because by this time the funeral is over. I'm running outside. I'm saying to myself, okay, Andre must be somewhere outside. There's no way Andre could not be here. If Andre's here, Andre will be there. Andre will be running around. Andre will be trying to get the final pictures. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me run outside, try to get the pictures, try to get Andre so we could leave with Andre. I went outside. I looked to the east, to the west, to the north, to the south. No Andre. Every single vehicle left the parking lot. The hearse was gone. The vehicles were gone. Everyone was gone. And I sent you a video, Wayne,
Before
of
you
me
continue, I'm going to play a video for the audience and then you pick up after the video.
Okay. Okay, so nobody's going to believe this. I'm actually recording. I'm not recording these ladies' face. I'm going to just record their lower body. These are the only ladies that are left here with me, waiting with me after the funeral. Your faces are not on it, sweetie. The church here that I came to is empty. Just a few people sitting inside, you can see. I came to the funeral. I was invited here. And person that invited me here apparently had emergency. So they came and took their bag and left me here by myself. Funeral is gone, funeral procession is gone, everybody's gone. And poor little old me, know nothing about Kingston, is stuck here. And I'm trying to, one of these ladies have called their own taxi to give me a ride because I am stuck. When I call the individual that I came with, they're telling me that they had to run because their grandmother had some form of emergency. They knew where I was sitting because I was holding their bag. They did not come back and say, let me take my bag and take you with me. So I don't want you to be a liability to me or whatever. They're telling me now they're going to send a taxi. They're not even coming in the taxi. They're going to send a taxi with a stranger to pick me up. So I decline. and I will be heading back to the premises in which I'm staying, and that's it. But I am stuck here, and as you guys can see, nobody will believe me when I post this later, but here I am. Everything, and that's a funeral for the little girl that was slain, Daniela Rowe, and I am here, and I'm stuck. And I know nothing about Kingston to begin with, and this is Portmore. Apparently, it may be Greater Portmore, something like that I'm in. I don't even know where I'm at. But yeah, I'm here, and I'm stuck. Like, seriously, I'm here, and I'm stuck. Not a joke.
In the video,
Yeah.
you refer to the person. At no time you said it was Andre or the famous vlogger. Why would that be? Why didn't you say to any of the ladies there, I came with Andre from Partner Draw TV? Why would that? Why was that?
Loyalty. You try to protect people at all cost. And at that time, even though so much stuff was happening and nothing was adding up, I'm the type of person that likes to prove things above and beyond. I don't like to throw out accusation, because even when he asked me to go to the funeral with him that night, I was like, should I? A voice is saying, don't go. Another voice is saying, it's the little girl, go. And I'm like, you know what? We've been covering this topic for so long, let me go. So it was loyalty, because I did not want anyone to start running with the narrative, oh my God, he brought her to Jamaica and left her. So I was still trying to cover for Andre. So that was just basically total loyalty. So when I got there and realized and took that video, I borrowed one of the ladies' phone and asked them if I could call him, because I did not even get around to getting a chip to put in my phone. So my phone only works if I have Wi-Fi. So at that time I said to myself, listen, I need to get, before these ladies left, you can see it was only the ushers that were there, asked, they loaned me their phone. I called Andre. When I called Andre, he said to me, at the church, where do you expect me to be? I don't know, Kingston. This is where you brought me and left me. He said, okay, Shernette, don't worry. I'm sending you a ride right away. I had to run because my grandmother took Hill and she's critical, and I had to run, come take care of my grandmother. I said to him, but why did you take me with you? I came with you. When you came for your bag, why did you just take your bag and not, because you got all the footage from the funeral you needed?
Your signal.
Okay, one moment. Let me try. Okay, let me try this. So I said to him, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm not sure what's going on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
If you're not cult follower, share the lives of family. Share the live. You see, Mr. Roach cut over here, so share the live. Because enough of them come here, so because this is going, enough of them and Mr. Roach cult from the asylum. Enough of them are getting mad too mentally, you know. How they cry and getting this emotional nonsense every night. When you come, that's the asylum for you. So you guys who are in the asylum, please like and share everything somebody if you hear this. Love it.
So I said to Andre, I said at that time, I said, okay, I know my camera is on, but I guess something is wrong with my mic. I said at that time, listen, why didn't you take me? When I called him, he said, I'm at my grandmother. My grandmother got very sick and I had to leave. It's an emergency. I'm there. I responded, why didn't you take me with you? I don't know Kingston. I don't know Portmore. You brought me here. So why didn't you take me when you came and took your bag? He said, I know I should have taken you, but I'm going to send a driver.
Hold on, let me recognize Shelly and Coran. Good morning, sister. How you do? I know you're alone. Me and I too. The boy just target people, just look on people and just tear them down. Eh? Look what him do with Shelly and Coran. He make woman call you. I tell her to have a stuff about the woman. You know, woman are nothing but somebody call you. Yeah, she dash your belly. Her that and this, her that, and there's no sign of evidence. You just look on people one by one and tear them down. Me there Jamaica bury my father. 2 days after I bury my father, my brother called me and said, then when you Andrea say you take $10,000 for Andrew, I said, what? People, my this brother don't have nothing. Let him talk after the interview. I didn't say one word, people. I didn't answer it. Come and say a lot of people talk things about me on social media. My name Jamaican Carlos. I don't answer to that. I don't answer to that. And people, I never answer the boy. that not good enough for him. His silence wasn't good enough. The boy got harder. The next day, the boy talk about, say, it was after I did the interview with Wayne. You know, say, after I do the interview with Wayne, his father dead. People, could you forgive a drunker like this? People, and you have your page. Me have my page, and me have my old follower, you know. How many people out there some tear down and don't have the page? Who don't care answer? What happened to those people? They are destroyed. You know, people go hang themselves and commit suicide behind tear up on social media, people. And not one of your people over there. So no, Andre, that's not the right thing to say. Oh, you mean to say he's after interview Wayne in father dead? That's not right to say. And the church, so-called church people, sit down over there. Go on, teacher, go on. And I come on my page and I want to hear this. I said, no, come on, for the go chuck off. Come on, time for you, know. Because all the money over there is a facilitators overworking. They say money on social media work, over. We don't see that. All the fruits and them things up on the table. We never see that. And I got like a Christian. We never see it over. We don't see that. But if you don't think it's the first stone, we don't move in the moment. My head chip all this man, go off of my page. Oh, I don't know. Where I'm from? Me don't want nobody from the asylum over there, so stay over the asylum on the emotional wreck. The whole on over there, so. No, so no idiot. I'm continue people come here and chip this man every time I remember what the boy said about my father, people. Have me excuse people, I can look erratic this man, people, but if it was you people, every time I remember what the boy said about my father, people, me still a mourn the death of my father, you know. Me still a mourn the death of my father, you know, over yet, people. You know, over yet, people. Me still in bereavement, you know, people. Me still in bereavement, me don't normal, all know, you know, people. And I hear the boy come go like say, have something to do with the death of my father. Which one I don't gonna forgive this a drunk or ya? I don't know, people.
Driver to pick you up now. Then he proceeded to say the driver will take you to some place. I forget the name of the place, and I will meet you there. I said, okay, fine.
Hold on before we go for us. See Shelly in the comment section there. The boy chat about Shelly dead son. Grandma have a look at asthma. The boy come on social media say, you could have shot a breath till you can't have shot a breath no more. Wayne mother dead. Go along a cemetery, go look for your dead mama. My father dead. You know, say after your interview Wayne, the father dead. Did I hear him say, I dead, they got dead, they sick, I dead, them got dead now. They sick, I know sick and got dead. I don't know, Rastafari, dirty Christian. Over there, hear all of that. And left to that, and I come on people page, come chat. No wait till today, I'm going to play more tapes. Me, this is not, look here. Who is Andre Stevens? This is part 1. Later on, I hear part 2. Who is this Mr. Rocha, so? What someone over there prop up? Go like him and nobody boy, and nobody can talk about him. Some blackers now play this. Blackers now play this stuff for them people because them live off and content. They are like vultures. Live off and table for the scrappings. They live in a scrapyard. That's how these blackers now play it. And one black me here play the thing with the little boy. It's Ashanti. Respect that man for that. The man come out and handle like a big father. Ashanti handle it like an adult, like he's a father. But the rest of blood clip blagger them look for likes and make money off a demonic goddamn idiot roach. And someone that come from my page with the nonsense. People, me nah cool. Me nah forgive the boy there. Me not have it in him right now to forgive the jankro. Remember that.
Phone up. Wayne, the minute...
Was this in his security details / driver?
At that time, I did not know. So the minute I hung the phone up, I was still standing in the church doorway. Something hit me and said to me, Shernette, who is Andre sending to pick you up? Is it the driver? Who is this driver? Is he going to be in the vehicle? Are you going to be getting into the vehicle by yourself? Do not let anyone take you from point A to point B. They're going to take you to some place. Where's that some place? So I did not want to bother the ladies again to borrow their phone. But while standing in the church...
What are people? What? Dr. Jermaine, good morning. Good morning, Dr. Jermaine. How you doing, my brother? We're there, as you can see. Heavy this morning. Bless up yourself, Dr. Jermaine. Bless up. Work off go on, man, because some boy go like say they want to come. So next Kevin Smith I go on to Jamaica with about a cult. You know, see Kevin Smith, you know, learn from Kevin Smith a couple of years ago. You know, learn from that to look how idiot you know. Come on from my page to follow no. Me dead serious, you know. I want me done there clean up my page. Come in around it. You think that number me run by up here, so more like-minded people up here, so not no goddamn cult follower, because if God forbid if Carlos should I get up tomorrow morning and I go south. Me want to no pull me back. Me want to no pull me back. Oh no? Dangerous. Dangerous people.
Thinking Andre's outside doing some work. When it was very hot. It was about 40 degrees that day.
Let me ask you this, because there was a narrative on that very Sunday night given by Andre on his show after returning from the funeral, that he was almost surrounded by police with arms. Did you see any incident of that taking place?
No, Wayne, and I'm getting there, so let me just get there. Because before that, Wayne, you've gone over a lot of stuff. You're way ahead of me. So when I gave him the bag, I didn't see him again. I wanted some water. I walked outside to get water because it was hot.
But your camera is on.
Oh, no, I did not know. Oh, camera. I went outside to get some water. When I went out to get the water, okay, camera. I don't know how to do it. Okay. When I went out to get the water, when I walked outside, I saw that Andre was missing. Andre was nowhere there to be found. I said to myself, hold on, where is Andre? What is going on here? So he said, so I looked up, I looked down, I looked everywhere, no Andre. I said, this is funny. I went back inside. Then later I said, okay, fine. I proceeded to go over to where I was sitting. I sat back. I wanted to go to the washroom. After the washroom, went to the washroom. While going to the washroom, I was broke. I'm still looking for Andre, no Andre. At the end of the night, I remember that the end of that evening, I remember getting outside because by this time the funeral is over. I'm running outside. I'm saying to myself, okay, Andre must be somewhere outside. There's no way Andre could not be here. If Andre's here, Andre will be there. Andre will be running around. Andre will be trying to get the final pictures. So I said to myself, you know what? Let me run outside, try to get the pictures, try to get Andre so we could leave with Andre. I went outside. I looked to the east, to the west, to the north, to the south. No Andre. Every single vehicle left the parking lot. The hearse was gone. The vehicles were gone. Everyone was gone. And I sent you a video, Wayne,
Before
of
you
me
continue, I'm going to play a video for the audience and then you pick up after the video.
Okay. Okay, so nobody's going to believe this. I'm actually recording. I'm not recording these ladies' face. I'm going to just record their lower body. These are the only ladies that are left here with me, waiting with me after the funeral. Your faces are not on it, sweetie. The church here that I came to is empty. Just a few people sitting inside, you can see. I came to the funeral. I was invited here. And
camera to turn it off, so I don't have access to turn Shernette.
I don't know why I can't turn the camera off. Oh, it's off now. Perfect.
It's off. Don't touch it again. Continue your explanation now.
It's actually not off. It looks as if it's off, but it's not. Is it?
It's off. Okay. It's off on our side now.
Perfect. So Andre at that time started yelling, telling me, no, I'm sending the driver. Driver is on its way. I said, no, call off your driver because I'm not getting into the vehicle. The ushers, as you see all the ladies sitting there waiting for me to be picked up because I'm the only person left there, they said to me, who did you come with? Who did you come with? I declined. They were like, who is this person? One of the ladies responded, I saw who she came with. I don't know if she was bluffing, so I pretended that as if I did not hear anything. I did not respond to them. I said to them, please find me a ride. Remember, hungry, no breakfast, 1 foot of shoes. The other one is broken. I said, find me a ride. So they found me a ride. They were calling around. I said to them, not a young person, an older person, please. I need an old person to take me back to the unit. By that time, I hung up on Andre and I'm like, no. He said, you don't understand, but my grandmother was sick. That's why I had to leave you. I said, Andre, even if your grandmother's house was in deplorable condition, what you should have done is taken me in the taxi that you were going in, And what you should have done is had the taxi drop you at your grandmother's place and had the taxi drop me back to where I was staying. You don't bring me to somewhere and leave me here, and then you're sending, no, I will not get in the taxi, and I hang the phone up. The driver, later on, the Seventh-day Adventist from Portmore, they got a driver. He was actually cooking. His name is Country. That's why I was bigging up Country earlier. He came, turned his stove off. They begged him to pick me up. He drove me down to a jelly stand, got me jelly, asked me if I needed anything else, because by that time, it's about 3:30. My head is killing me. I'd had nothing to eat. The sun is hot other than the water I drank. And he took me back to Portmore. From Portmore to Kingston, where I was staying in Beverly Hills. I think that's where it was called up there. So I messaged Andre and I said, I am home. I'm back to the apartment safely. He called me. When he called me, the background, I was listening for the background. The background Andre was calling me from was the exact same.
When he called you when you got home, did he apologize, give further explanation or anything?
No, he just said his grandmother was sick, very sick, and he had to go. No. And at that time, I did not want to speak.
What was the conversation he had with you after that?
Shortly after that, I got contacted by his driver. His driver called me. But what was so surprising, the driver that he said was in another parish, never made it into Kingston, was not able to pick us up. The driver knew everything about what was about to happen. The driver started yelling and screaming at me, thinking, oh, no, people come down from foreign. What do you people think you are? The man said to get in a vehicle. You come talk about, want to get into a vehicle. I was like, what? He just started blowing up on me. I ended the conversation and I blocked him that very same evening. I called Andre back and I said, Andre, I have some stuff I brought for one of your recipients on your program. Please send me the recipient's information. So I will, because I was supposed to be in Kingston for 9 days. Send me the recipient, and this is now day 3. Send me the recipient information. I'm going to give them their stuff, because I said tomorrow morning, as soon as my girlfriend gets in, which is the Monday morning, we're leaving Kingston. That's what I said to myself. I said, I'm not staying here.
Why did you take that decision? Why did you take that decision that Monday morning, I'm out of Kingston?
Because I realized I was not safe. How is it that the driver that was in another parish, an hour and a half to 2 hours away, knew what took place at the funeral, knew I did not get into the vehicle, knew everything, yet that driver was not there? Who was the driver Andre was sending?
Andre was lying about the driver he was sending to pick you up after the funeral, after he left you stranded for hours?
I know there was some lie, because Wayne, in the morning on the way to the funeral, he was having a hard time finding a drive for us to go to the funeral that he had already pre-planned. How is it that in a slap of a dime, when I said to him I was still at the church, he was able to find a driver immediately? The very next thing that came out of his mouth, I'm sending you a driver. I'm not stupid. Where did that driver come from? And when I called him and asked him, is this the driver that you said you rented that you rented the car and gave to? Is this the driver that was supposed to pick me up since Friday? He said no. So who was the driver? Where did the car come from?
Would it be fair to say then that based on how things unfold, could one suggest that Andre was planning something quite devious at the time, but in planning is being careful to keep himself distant from you should his plan break through?
Dre Lee said, boy, after all this, you're still communicating with him. Miss, you have faith. So much red flag. That's a good thing. That's a good statement. But whenever they cult it, whenever they open the door people, because think, just like, look, all right, look at. Remember Jim Jones? People willing to drink the Kool-Aid. Remember Kevin Smith? People kneel down and get them throat cut. Argument done.
I know he was. I was convinced he was. And because he could not get me, his only way was thinking, get me to Portmore, get me to the funeral, distance himself from me even at the funeral. Because remember, I'm at the funeral. The only thing he did was let me with his bag outside, and he came back and took his bag and he was gone. Then he could say I got into a vehicle, he was not there. There would be no camera footage of Andre being there. There would have been no camera footage of Andre being in a vehicle that's coming to pick me up. They could have easily put any license plate on that vehicle. I would have just disappeared. And it would just be, I don't know where she went or whatever. Even if they said I went to the funeral with him, he would have proof that, look, I left the funeral by myself. I did not leave with her. I don't know where she is and where she went. So I knew something sinister was happening at that time. I was convinced that something was happening. Way too much coincidence at that time. So he sent me the recipient's information. When he sent it to me, I contacted the recipient and I said to her, she can come today. She was questioning who I was. I said, call Andre and find out. However, long story short, she came over. When she came over, I said to her the Sunday night, I did not tell her anything about what was happening. I said to her hi, greeted her, blah, blah, blah. 2 people came over. I gave her the stuff. She sat there and she started trying on the stuff.
I just want to clear something with you. The security detail / driver, have you ever met that guy in person?
If I met him, I did not know it's him. So no, I've never met him, no.
Okay, continue explaining when the recipient got there on Sunday night.
So when the recipient got here, this is now Sunday evening. This is about, because I got home about 4, my head was hurting. So the recipient got there about 5:30ish. When the recipient got there, she started taking her stuff, and one of the recipients started trying on some of the stuff that I brought for her, and she was loving the stuff and whatever. We started talking. They said to me, you're here by yourself? I said, yes. They said, this is a big place. I said, yeah, but I'm ready to go. I'm going to Portland, and then after Portland, I'm going to make my way. I just want to get out of here. While we're there talking, again, they were hanging out. I said, listen, there's not much food in here, but if you guys want to help yourself, whatever. Night progresses. They started watching TV. Then the recipient turned on the TV and started watching. No, before Partner Drawer TV came on, let me backtrack. My phone rang.
I was just going to ask you to backtrack.
Yes, my phone rang.
Andre called you after the funeral when you get home and Sunday evening with regards to Sunday night broadcast.
Yes. So my phone rang. When my phone rang, it was Andre on the phone. The 2 recipients were in the apartment with me. Andre said, Shernette. I said, yes. I want you to do me a favor. I said, what's the favor? He said, I want you to come on the show tonight and tell the people that over at the funeral in Portmore, I was attacked by the police officers. And that's why I had to run. And I would paint the narrative. That's why I had to leave you over there, because the police had attacked me. I said, what are you talking about? He said, the SWAT team that was outside. He said, I'm going to tell the audience that I came under attack by the SWAT team. They wanted to take me in. They wanted to arrest me because of the whole commotion that was going on. And I should back him up. I said, Andre, I cannot do any such thing. Mm-hmm. I did not see that. I was there. There were police officers there because the little girl's father was a police officer. However, at no time did I see anyone approach you, anyone speaking to you, anyone trying to take you into custody or trying to arrest you or trying to interrogate or harass you. He said to me, do it for me, man. I turned and I said to him, hold on. I thought Friday night you said you did not want me to come into your studio because you wanted to protect me. You did not want anyone to know that I'm in Jamaica. So how is it now that you want me to call in to say I'm in Jamaica and that happened? I said, no, I would never, Andre, speak of something that I know to be a lie. It's not factual. 2 recipients were there. One of the recipients yelled out an obscenity. She's like, whoa, what the blankety? Because they were overhearing the conversation. When she said that, I realized, oh my God, okay. So I moved into the bedroom and I said to him, no. And I said, plus, if anyone is listening and that gets back to my husband that I was in date, I said, no, I can never do that. He said, just do it for me because I'm going to go on and her auntie's going to come on and I'm going to tell them that the police come and attack me and the police come and try to beat me up. I'm going to run where I left you. So I said, hold on. But I thought it was your grandmother that took sick. Why you had to leave me? He said, you're not doing it for me. I said, no, I would never, Andre. I would never bear false witness to a lie. I said, I cannot. The police were there. They're under bushes, keeping away from the sun. They did nothing. None of them spoke to you. How am I going to make up a story like that? I would never do that. That was about maybe 45 minutes before the show. The show went on, and that's why the young ladies stayed. The young ladies stayed because we were talking about it, and they're like, oh my God. So I said to them at that time, he left me at the funeral, and this is what he wants me to say. And they're like, really? No, man, that's not good. And we kept talking.
Tell
Show
us
came
what
on.
happened when the broadcast went out 8 o'clock Sunday evening.
When the broadcast went out 8 o'clock Sunday evening, where they're watching it, Andre came on. Andre started that he was attacked and that the police came at him and that he had to leave and he was under attack. He never said to them if the attack was spiritual or physical. He just said I was under attack. So I left it and I smiled. And all three of us sitting in the unit looking at it, laughing because we knew it was all a lie. And I'm like, me? I'm not going to be involved in that. That was a Sunday night. While watching the show, you know, the show goes on forever and the lady started blowing the stuff. One of the recipients, she could not deal with it. She kept running away every time they blew the stuff. It got late. And the younger of the two recipients was sleeping. She had started sleeping a little bit. Now, on the kitchen window, so before the first two nights, it was the bedroom window. We are now in the living room / dining room area of the apartment unit, the kitchen window. We heard boom, 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 boom. When we heard the knocking, I grabbed the younger recipient and I dived to the floor and I rushed into the bedroom. The older recipient said, what the F-U-C-K is this? And I said to her, no. Don't go to the window. She said, who the blankety is out there? And she proceeded to the window and to look through the window. And I'm like, no, stay away from the window. This is the third night it's happening. She started opening the grill to the back because the back door is grilled from the inside. She started opening the grill. She opened the door. She opened the grill. At that time, I went to lock myself in the room because I'm like, listen, people are just going to bust the door to come in. And she said, oh, the blankety out here want me push me knife in a uno. No, P-U-S-S-Y, I want to come for. You want to come deal with me? However, based on how the individual was dressed and the attire, I think, and the voice, the tone of the voice, I think they thought it was a man. And whoever was at the back, they took off. That was, again, the Sunday night. Now I have witnesses in the unit.
What happened after that?
The person stayed with me. They stayed until the Monday and they stayed the Monday night. On the Monday, I went and picked up my girlfriend at
Yankee bless, out of England, bless upon yourself. People of England, me know so say cold right now. Bless upon yourself, stay warm. New York, New Jersey, all of them cold area there, stay warm. I love me, I say no. Yeah? Bless upon yourself, family. We have to listen to this. And RG James said, how come bloggers are not running with this? No, family. They not run with it. I run a passa when I cuss out grandma. And I tell lie on the woman. When I cuss out this. Them run with the lies and I run with this. So I say today, after this video, in a couple of hours or probably less, whenever I feel like, I'm going to drop another video. I'm going to want to stay close to that one. I want to stay close to the next one. Huh? All right. Can't stop and tell you now. I want to stay close to the next one because the boy must be exposed. Come out every night, I beg, and I beg for mercy, and I lie. Then grab my phone and this. The boy a liar. Tell lie for me, so many other people, crush people, life and character. That's how I look for my Virgin Wayne. I'm say, Wayne, I'm saying, Wayne, not play no more than voice note. Not play no more than voice note. You know why? Those politicians probably were good to that like dirty boy there. And they never know that dirty boy that tape them. I say, Wayne, not play no more. I say, Wayne, not play no more voice note. Don't play them a voice note. Call them out to destroy people's lives and career, future. Yeah? Just destroy people's life. Probably destroy their marriage, their job. Just because they look up as a roach one to dig hole for people. They say when I dig hole, dig two. Anybody take people that are backstabber. Because you shake my hand with one hand and you have a knife behind me. Your hand say anytime me flinch, you stab me. Backstabber.
I think 3 miles, that is. We went, rented a car, got a regular taxi, picked up my friend. After I picked up my friend, we proceeded to come back to the unit. They stayed the Monday night, and I said to them, listen, I'm going to Portland. Went to Portland. At that time, I mentioned to Andre what was going on. Andre did not seem to be concerned about anything. He said, so what am I going to do now? When will I come back from Portland? I said, I don't know yet. We proceeded. We came back from Portland. When we came back while we were at Portland, we never heard from Andre.
At no point, Andre ever had any concern over the course of 3 nights of knocking on your window?
Nope. Actually, when I told him that the driver asked for a picture of me, and I sent a picture of a man to the driver / security detail, Andre asked for me to send him the image. Forward the image to me, which I still have it in chat. Forward the image to me of the picture that you sent to the man. I forwarded it to him. He said, so where you get this man a picture from? I said, it's just a random picture of somebody. I was down by the water and I was taking pictures just randomly on my stuff. He said, oh, nothing, no concern. Even the fact that the guy was being inappropriate with me, wanted images of me, he had no concern about anything. So I never heard from Andre until the Thursday. When we came back from Portland, I heard from Andre, and Andre was, hi. I said, hi, stranger. I said, hi. He's inviting me to a prayer breakfast. At that time, I said, no, I'm not coming. I told him, no, I'm not coming to the prayer breakfast. He said, don't worry, man. It's Saturday morning.
Let me stop you here.
Yes.
After all of this been happening from Friday to Sunday, and you went away to Portland on Tuesday, did you?
Yes.
What made you even trust Andre after coming back to Portland, or want to go anywhere with Andre, or want to let Andre know any of your whereabouts and movement? What would have...
Before she answer that, I want to big up yourself, Producer Wayne, Global TV. For the full interview, people, you have to go to Producer Wayne, Global TV, and YouTube. Later, the man is going to be out here again, 6 o'clock this evening, with more fire. Speaking is peace. Speaking is truth. Now, father say, why Wayne this, why Wayne that? Look how long Wayne sit down and say nothing, people. Did you know that Wayne, someone on chat, and know shh? Did you know that Wayne try to avoid this collision at all cost? You know that too. But on phone page over the asylum, wanna push this. I wanna do it, you know. We ain't gonna look after your health after the man come on social media, come talk about the man health. Uno say that, teacher, that's not the right. That's not a nice thing to say. How many of Uno say that? How many of Uno say that? Push win and push win and push win. Call the man thief. What wanna do about that? What wanna say about that? He might thief, but some know him no good long time. The Wayne where the all are gonna fall in love with. The Wayne will keep the show on track for so much years. The Wayne where the boy disrespect and Wayne and come back to work the next morning. The same Wayne will on love, on turn around behind this cult and try to destroy Wayne. Wayne try hard to avoid this collision. That's why there was a non-disclosure agreement. So we not talk about him, he not talk about Wayne. We live in a decent way. The boy that still having page and making money. But because of the destruction that the piece of chink is, break the non-disclosure agreement how many times? Many times on hear Wayne come out. Did Wayne say anything, people, for the past months? On the cult, did the man say one thing? The man tried so hard to avoid this collision. Did the man say nothing? He not say nothing, people. But every night this brother come on, they thief their money. They thief them. And all this a word my drop. Remember, there's a non-disclosure agreement to the brother. A part in a good way, him to work for the man 1 year for free. How many of you here work 1 year for free? Wayne no come out for himself, and when you guys know says Wayne is a selfless brother. When you see Wayne come out on this side, one of believe say Wayne come out for. And because the boy got disrespect. Grandma. You never know that. Or you think Wayne come out for himself? Wayne take some of disrespect and Wayne stay quiet. He can't take it. No man on social media get beaten like a Wayne. In my life, everybody I call Wayne thief and don't know the man, don't know the story. Wayne is out here now because the boy got disrespect. Grandma called grandma thief. People, grandma decent to me know personally, you know. Grandma not hungry somebody. Grandma not hungry somebody, but this a boy, there's nobody. We go around this a boy is safe, not even own mother. Remember, nobody. Disrespect everything. Look at those great men who are on the show. What happened to those great men who are on the show? Where you recording them to? Where you recording a liar? That's why you're losing a court. Where you recording your doctor? Where you recording your best friend? Backstabber do them thing they hear. I try to put one in them pocket. That means if I look on them too hard, them have something on you. Chink them, man.
Of course, that because you were already having suspicions based on how things were unfolding from Saturday to Sunday night.
Excuse me, people.
I actually did not trust him. And at that time, I started making it known that, no, I'm not going anywhere with you. I said, you went, you left me in Portland. I list a bunch of stuff that he said, I know. But I made a lot of plans to do things with you, and I didn't. It's my way of making it up to you, and I'm paying for the tickets myself. I said to him, no, I'm good, and I'm not by myself anymore. I'm with my girlfriend. He said to me, don't worry, Shernette, it would not be me picking you up. It would be Miss Claudette / Claudia, same person, that will be picking you up and bringing you there, and I will meet you at the prayer breakfast. Mm-hmm. I said to him, I'll get back to you. I thought about it the entire evening, Thursday evening. A spirit is saying, don't go. My girlfriend said, come on, because I'm here with you. I said, I'm not, mind you, during that period of time, not even a TV I would turn on to watch him. There was just something. There was just a disconnect. There was just, I could not even watch him. Because she's even saying to me, you're not even watching. I said, no. If you want to watch, you can watch. But no, because I still did not tell my girlfriend when I picked her up that had happened, because I did not want her to be scared. So I said, okay, yes, Miss Claudette can pick me up. Miss Claudette drove and picked me up the Saturday morning. It was an all-white affair. She and another lady was in the vehicle. She picked up my girlfriend and I. We proceeded to the event. When we got to the event, they left a seat next to me for Andre to sit. When Andre got to the event, he was so nervous, so uncomfortable. He asked for this position to be changed. He would not sit. And it was about 10 of us at the table. He would not sit in that position where the seat that they left him. He went and sat on the other side. I'm looking, I'm like, confirmation. It's as if I wanted confirmation, because I don't like to be willy-nilly or iffy about things. But this time, my radar is up. Everything is up. You can't fool me. You cannot manipulate me. I see you. I'm saying, devil, I see you.
Was there any eye contact or rapport with you when Andre met you at the prayer breakfast?
Oh, very little. Not even pictures we took together. Very little. In fact, he was pacing back and forth. He was so uncomfortable. For most of the time, he was like outside, just up, down, back, forth. He was pacing very, very little. Very little contact. He sat across there, and we were there, and we went into worship and whatever, went and got the breakfast. I was shocked when he said, wave to them, hi, this is Head Girl. I said, am I on live? He said to me, yes. I leaned out of the camera and I said to him, what about you telling me that you're not going to let anybody know that I'm in Jamaica, Andre, and that you will let them know when I go back to Canada that I was here? He said to me, well, deal with it. No, them know you're down here. A voice said to me, Shernette, you don't see what's going on. Whoever is supposed to take you don't know what you look like. They have no picture of you. They have nothing of you. Because again, Andre and I were not communicating as people think outside the show. That's why he cannot release any voice note or anything on me. We do not communicate. When the show time, I call and I say what I have to say. And any communication was whatever message you would send me during the show, and I would answer back if I choose. So there's no image of what I look like. He has nothing on me. So he had to show them what I look like. So he literally went boop and switched it to live. Head Girl, say hello. I don't like cameras. I don't like those stuff. So I nervously said, hi, guys. And was reading the comment, and my girlfriend was there next to me, and we were waving and all that stuff. While he was doing that, I knew exactly what he was doing. I knew exactly what he was doing. So I said to myself, remember, this is the morning prayer breakfast. He then tried to start to get me to come back, that he wanted me to come back to the evening, the night one. But based on the activities that were going on, some of the stuff that was going on during the daytime, I'm like, no, I'm not going back. No, I'm okay. Plus, I brought stuff down for Andre. Remember the phone for Mr. Marsh? I still had it. I still had stuff that I
I'm going
brought.
to ask you a question. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. The practices on that day at the prayer breakfast, would it what you would describe as a normal church service, a normal prayer breakfast service, or did anything there raise your suspicion?
Let's see, my girlfriend, she's Seventh-day Pentecostal, so she was outside. She sat outside after she had her breakfast. She sat outside for the duration of the service. She refused to come back inside because she found the blowing on and the spitting on and the wiping on of whatever that was happening inside to be.
What do you mean blowing on and spitting on and what?
The blowing on people, the activities that was going on, and everybody was on the floor, going down on the floor. Everybody was falling over. Like that was what was going on there. So she found that to be grotesque.
So are you saying that would be something similar to what we would have fined Kevin Simmet to?
Oh, yes. The actions, the demeanor, the everything. Like it was very, very, very similar. And I was very uncomfortable. But you see, I'm not afraid of a lot of stuff that people think I should be afraid of, and thinking I'm a woman I would be afraid of. So I sat there and I decided, let me see how much power you have. Because the minute they made their way through the door, I turned to my girlfriend and said, what am I doing here? If I knew my way, I would get out of here. What am I doing here?
Explain when the bishop or the high priest entered, the mood or the entourage.
It was like, worship me, carry my Bible, carry my shoes, carry my everything. He broke all protocol, even protocol. Now, when you set protocol, it doesn't matter if you're in charge, you follow protocol. People, because you lead by example. Everything and everything about him, his disposition, is everything. I was like, everything about him, the way he was dressed, the way he spoke, everything about him. I was like, no, this is not right. No, this is not of God. No, 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 no. But again, I got a ride there, and I stayed. My girlfriend, she stayed outside after we had for breakfast, and then the service started. I got out, I stood there, and people were going up, long line. It took about 2.5 hours because everybody that got up there, they were on the ground. They were always on the ground. So I was the last person that got up, and I said to myself,
when you say on the ground, what do you mean? In the Holy Anansi or the Holy Spirit?
Oh, they were pushed over. They were just on the ground, like women on the ground, because there were just, some of the people were being pushed back and shaken and pushed over this side and jerked, and some of them were being blown on and sweat thrown on, and a whole bunch of hocus pocus was happening.
Wow.
So I sat back and I watched. At this time, my girlfriend was outside the entire time. And I said, let me see if this person is real. I'm going to challenge the spirit.
So I'm going to say Kenny Marshall, I said, Carlos, wonder if this youth did I try trap Rattigan and bring information back to the JLP. Good question, family. You know, put on the past some people who are backstabber. Remember, wicked and a big rap trap for everybody. See, him in his own rap right now. Get caught in his own trap. When I dig hole, dig two. Stop being bad mind and dig hole for people and say, pay a rat trap boy. Come on social media, come disgrace everybody, match on people character. Attack people family. Must try to tear down people integrity when they have none. But we continue to listen to that beautiful people. At the head girl, listen, and him give a head girl. A head girl before the whole honor. At the head of the classes. At the head woman of the classes.
Because the Bible said, test the spirit. So I'm going to test the spirit. So I was the last person. I remember one of Andre's people that sat around the table said, you saved the best for last. I said, yes. And I got up. And the gentleman, the priest, walked over, whoever he was, and he looked at me. And he said to me, you study psychology? I said, He said to me, oh, I see some association with Canada. I said, And he whispered in my ears and said, oh, your destiny is great. I said, I'm the only person period, that stood there that was not on the ground. So I said, oh, I thought you were real because I wanted to see you push me down. I wanted to see them wrap me in sheet and take me out. I want to know what power you had. So that was a whole debacle in itself. So I was the only person that was left standing. Andre was not pushed over because Andre was busy outside walking up and down. However, later that night when he went back, I heard he was on his foreleg crawling, wrapped in red.
That video was on Facebook where he was covered in red sheet and
that was the event, but I was there in the morning and I refused to go back at night because I was not trust going back at night. And I really wanted to meet with Miss Claudette as well because I wanted to give her the stuff that I brought for Andre because I had some colognes for Andre. I even have a thing called what is called Navage, which would clear his sinus up, and all those stuff I brought for him, plus the phone that he told me.
Let's talk about the infamous phone because if we all remember, during that tirade on the Friday night, the 11th of August, Andre told us Shernette is an agent. Shernette even gave him a phone which was bugged. Explain the whole telephone scenario that Andre defamed you in.
So as I stated before, when I told Andre was coming down, Andre asked me to bring a phone for Mr. Marsh. Mr. Marsh, being an older person, it would just be a basic phone. It's no sophisticated phone or whatever. When I got to Jamaica and told him I have a phone for Mr. Marsh, he said to me, listen, I no longer need the phone for Mr. Marsh. Mr. Marsh was given a phone. I said, oh, so I actually gave away the phone. When he called me and said to me that he was inviting me to the event, the Thursday night, he said to me, and by the way, the phone that you brought from Mr. Marsh, I need it for a graphic designer. He never said he's junior producer. He said he has a new young boy with him, and it's his graphic designer. He needs the phone for the graphic designer. I said, Andre, you told me you no longer needed the phone, and I gave the phone away. He said to me, well, you better find one phone then, because I needed a phone. I went to Jamaica with two phones, my personal phone and my business phone. What I did, I started clearing off as much as I can from my business phone and decided I'm going to give the business phone to Andre. The business phone was a Samsung phone. It was a newer phone, but I had it in an older case because I was going to Jamaica. I said, just in case I'm using my phone and someone sees me with this phone, they won't try to grab it because the case on the outside was very old. But it's a newer phone. I gave that phone because he said he's going to need it for graphic designing. I gave that phone to Miss Claudette. So Miss Claudette got that phone the Sunday morning because what ended up happening is that the Saturday when she dropped me home after the prayer breakfast, I gave her the stuff for Andre and whatever stuff I had brought for other people, I gave it to Miss Claudette. When I got home, later in the evening, Andre called me and said, by the way, Miss Claudia, pick up the stuff. I said, yes, you didn't give her the phone. I said, oh my God, I forgot. He said, well, I'm going to need the phone. He said, on her way to church on Sunday morning, she will grab the phone from me. He said, what about Sunday evening? I said, no, I'm going to be busy. At that time, I knew I was going to leave. So I said to him, no, I'm going to be busy Sunday evening. He said, Sunday morning on our way to, I said, yes. So I started cleaning off whatever I had on the phone, deleting a lot of stuff. And I handed the phone Sunday morning. I did not even go to the gate because I was busy getting dressed inside. And my girlfriend was already dressed because my friend from the military, the Saturday night when I got home and realized that Andre had put my face up on the internet and knew what was up, convinced what was up. I called one of my friends. I said, listen, I'm in Jamaica. They said, I'm getting off work about 5 o'clock. I said, can you come over? They said, send me your address. I gave them the address. They came and stayed until the wee hours of the morning. Then they said they're going to go home, get a shower. 2 of them are going to come back to get me out of the apartment the Sunday morning. So I knew I was going to leave. So I said, no, it has to be the morning. Miss Claudette stopped. I was getting dressed. My girlfriend was already ready for us to leave for St. Anne's because I was in Jamaica for a total of 3 weeks. So this would be like 8 days out of the 3 weeks. So my girlfriend gave her the phone. She drove off. When I heard the story about the phone, I said, hold on. How would Andre have a phone that he was asked? Remember, the phone was supposed to be for Mr. Marsh. That phone was given away. The phone was supposed to be for a graphic designer, a 15-year-old child. So who am I tracking? Was I tracking the 15-year-old child? And I said, how would Andre claim that I put chip in the phone and I'm tracking him when he was not the one that was supposed to, first of all, have the phone? So are you taking things on the false notion, saying that, okay, on the false notion, saying that the phone is intended for you when the phone was for somebody else? How did you end up with the phone? That was the first thing I said when I heard about the phone. So I said,
from your knowledge, did Andre ever collected the phone from Miss Claudette?
No, I have messages from Miss Claudette when I said to Miss Claudette, because that day when I gave her the phone, I later sent her about 4 whatever it's called, WhatsApp messages saying to her, Miss Claudette, please look in the phone. I have my chip, which is my SIM card. I need the SIM card because I've had this business number for over 20 years. Please send me back my SIM card. She said, no problem. So I messaged her when I got back and heard about the whole debacle. I said, Miss Claudette, did you not take out the SIM card from the phone? She said, yes, I did. I said, because she said, Shernette, don't worry about what was being said. She said, and I have the message. She said, the phone was presented to Andre. Andre looked at the phone and immediately, without moving away, without going, she said at no time was the phone out of my presence, Shernette. He looked at the phone and returned the phone to her immediately. I sent her another text and I said, please clarify what you mean. She said, you heard me. He looked at the phone. She didn't tell me if he took it out of her hand. He looked at the phone and she said immediately he turned the phone back to her and gave it to her. So she doesn't understand how he would know if stuff was in it, yes or no, because at no time did he accept the phone. The phone was never accepted by him. So I asked her, could you please mail it to me? Well, to my girlfriend in Montego Bay. She put it on Knoxford Express and mailed the phone along with the chip, took pictures of it, and sent it to my girlfriend in Montego Bay, because Andre at that time did not want the phone. So the remainder of the cologne and all those stuff that I brought him, I don't know to date if he took them, because to date he has not said thank you for anything I brought for him.
From what you've said to us, you've only met Andre twice during your time in Jamaica, at the funeral and at the prayer breakfast. Have you met Andre outside of that before you've left Jamaica?
No, never saw him again. When I got to St. Anne's, I sent him a message. I said, hi, Andre, just to let you know, I'm safe. I'm in St. Anne's. To date, he has never replied to it.
We saw, well, after all of what you've explained that happened from the 17th of July up until the funeral day, and then what happened after prayer breakfast and the telephone saga. We saw Andre, before you left Jamaica, on the 11th of August, put the narrative out there that Shernette is not a woman, Shernette is a transvestite. Why did you think, after doing so much unsuccessful, suspicious activities, why did you think Andre put that particular narrative out there?
Andre may not have known when I was actually leaving Jamaica. So he knew I was still in Jamaica and I'd gone quiet. So after I got to St. Anne's and let him know that I was in St. Anne's and didn't hear back from Andre, we never spoke again. I was in Jamaica for an additional 2 weeks. I never watched the show again. I was just turned off from everything. I was trying to process everything. I was quiet. I was silent. And to be honest, I would have gone my way and had nothing else to do with Andre. Andre thought, let me come out and beat Shernette to it, because Shernette know way too much. So
you hear what the man say? Make him come out, come beat Shernette to it. Now you hear about this gun thing. Shernette was supposed to come out night before last night. The same day when he come out and said they rob him. Because he knows that she come out in. He might come smoke up the place. He might come suck up all the air in the room. But Wayne said, no, not there. Last night. You understand what I said? When it was announced that this lady was supposed to come on night before last night, day before yesterday, Early in the day, all of a sudden, gunman robbed Mr. Roach. Gunman robbed him. To me, that is just a ploy to cloud up the place, smoke up the atmosphere. So when this lady come out, if him sitting and take chat, and then yes, Rob Andre, yes, them all over the place. Wanna believe that, people? But we continue to listen to the beautiful lady, so. And for your information, people, woman, she have 2 kids. Just like how the boy go lie, so me take money from Angel. Just like how the boy go lie pan Wayne. Just like him go lie pan Shelly Karan. The boy a liar. Company show talk about the woman here. And because I be look at people in my believe. Yeah, man, I mean, know, even yesterday she pan Wayne last night. A man, listen advice. I say, man, listen advice. You man are too pick no damn idiot too.
We put the narrative out there that Shernette is a double agent, Shernette is a transvestite. Now in Jamaica, it's very dangerous if people think that I am a man portraying myself to be a female. And that was extremely dangerous.
Him not care.
So Andre may have thought I was still in Jamaica because remember the entire thing that he did, I was still in Jamaica. I was still in Jamaica. And not only was I in Jamaica, my flight delayed 3 days in a row. Friday delayed, Saturday, like 3 days in a row.
Andre did that for you to get hurt because he did not succeed in what
he did not succeed, so he was silence me at any, how dare you, he cannot control me, I cannot be controlled. So yes, somebody else, because now my face is out there. This is the person that I put out a few weeks ago. She's a transvestite. She's not a real woman. Because when a picture of her...
Hold on, Audrey Minority. Why you never go over Andre Page, go tell him all of that story I come tell me now? Now come out to come quote the scripture to me, man. Now come on my page, man, you pick me. Go talk to Mr. Roach. When I have everything, come talk to man on them page. And when the Roach I go on over and say, I say, go on teacher, go on, come off of my page. Make me black and delete the backside. Because I don't have time for some on the crab house. Me now no time for someone. Go ahead. Go and listen to this here. Come on my page. I want to over Mr. Roach page. You know what I say? Go on, teacher, go on. But now come on everybody page. We are talking about Mr. Roach. I come give me. What do you know, man? No come on this page, man. I'm not pay people, you know.
When my driver / my security detail asked for a picture of her, she sent a picture of a man. This is her. She's masquerading as a female, however, she's a male. Yet I gave birth to 2 beautiful children.
Do you think Andre tried to set you up to kidnap you or to get rid of you?
I don't know what he was planning to do, but I was supposed to disappear. And that's why he kept his communication with me very limited, not wanting to be around me, not wanting to be associated with me, knowing how to delete messages. I know for a fact, especially after what he did and saying that I'm a Chinese double agent. And when I kept quiet, my quietness, he could not deal with. So he went into this entire spiral, pretending to be crazy, pretending to lose his mind, because he knew exactly what he did. I don't know who he was working for, or that he realized that I could not be bought out, or realized that I cannot be silenced. You cannot muffle me. You cannot put words in my mouth. You cannot tell me when or where or how to think. That would not work with me.
Are you of the opinion that Andre is having a mental breakdown, or
I'm sorry?
Are you of the opinion that since the 6th of July to now, Andre is having a mental health breakdown / relapse, or is Andre using his mental health as a cover to protect his manipulation and deceitful behavior?
There's a term they use called crutching, which not referring to shoplifting, but crutch, using something as a crutch. Mm-hmm. I am not saying Andre does not suffer from mental illness. I'm not a doctor, and of course I do think he is, because in order for someone's mind to work the way it does, there must be some mental retardation. Yes, he does have mental issues. However, he's very calculative. If we all remember, Andre said he does nothing by coincidence. Every night he comes on, he said, everything I do is intentional. So this is how people like to deceive us right under our nose. Everything, even him crying about his phone being stolen right now, and being robbed by gunmen. I can guarantee you, bet my life on it, not a soul took $1 from him. Nobody robbed him. But with all the money he's getting, it's going to go ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Because from dirt, only thing you can get is dirt. Now, does he suffer from mental illness? Probably yes. Mm-hmm. But the way in which he dealt with his mother, other women, especially women, the hatred for women, the hatred towards women. How dare you think you're smarter than me? How dare you come up with your own? The way in which
Why do you think Andre hates women so much or is so disrespectful to women?
I don't know what happened in his childhood. I don't know what happened that keeps triggering something. I don't know what turned him against women. Maybe the same thing that has his sexual orientation. I don't know what it is, Wayne. Honestly, I don't know what it is, because I know a lot of people that are gay, that are nice, that are whatever. I don't know what it is. But I would not expect you to treat me better than you treat your mother. You will not treat any other woman better than you treat your mother.
Has Andre ever tried to contact you after the 11th of August when he carried out that onslaught on you?
Never. No. Never. Never tried to contact.
In winding down this interview, what would you like to say to Andre Stevens?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What would I like to say to Andre Stevens? Oh my God, Andre Stevens. I kept silent. I really kept silent. I went out of my way to keep silent. But Satan, you did not prevail. Satan, you cannot prevail. Andre, your plans did not work. My hands are clean. My heart is clean. So God would not allow my soul to perish in hell. You tried your best. You, Andre, are worse than any Jamaican I think that has ever been born on that soil. Andre, I'm telling you, I will only bow down to God. I will bow to no one else, because your mannerism, the way in which you dealt with me, as if I should bow down, I should worship you. You wanted reverence.
Kevin Smith.
I would not.
Shernette have an amicable relationship with Andre Stevens in the future?
The sight of Andre Stevens disturbed my spirit. I don't watch anything he puts out. I know nothing about Andre Stevens. I don't care about anything he puts out. The sight, the sound of his voice disturbs me. So there's no way. I'm not an hypocrite. I'm a straight shooter. I say it as it is. So Andre, you have failed. You have done everything in your power, but you have failed. Andre, you're a narcissist. You're deceptive, you're manipulative, you're cunning, you're very divisive, you're malicious, you're a dangerous, entitled savage. You, Andre, time and things will catch up with you. That which a man soweth, that he shall also reap. You've been digging holes and you've been setting traps. But Andre, into the very same pit that you have dug for others, you are falling. You have deceived us all. You came out saying that you're a little David and play a little David, but what you were doing was playing us. You're meddling on both sides of the fence. You're playing political pondering. You're literally like a hooker back and forth between two political parties. You're fooling us. You're taking money from the people here that are working hard. Me Too donated to you, thinking you're someone else. The minute I met you, the Andre that I saw online, I knew that very morning I met you when you came to pick me up for Daniela's funeral, that no, something is off. You were almost robotic. It's like you were walking the house of demonic angels around you. Andre, your plan did not work. Andre, I kept silent for too long. I asked you to clear my name and asked you to clear the lies up because I have text messages, I have voice note, I have witnesses. You never did. But what you meant for evil, Andre, God turned it around and used it for good. And for those so-called Christians that are hanging around, drinking that Kool-Aid, my question to you is, Andre, wanting to control or have relationship with a 15-year-old, speaking to a 15-year-old in that manner, does that bother you or do you consider it normal? The way in which Andre dealt with the minor, the way in which Andre talked about witchcraft and voodoo.
Do you think there is a possibility of a case of grooming based on that video recording?
That is grooming. That's the definition of grooming. The grooming, and not only using scare tactics. Was that okay with the Christian body? Is it okay with you? While Andre was
Andre has enjoyed enormous support from a larger Christian audience over the last 2 months or so. What would you like to say to Andre's audience who at some point is willing to support him blindly? What would you like to say to them?
They can support him blindly, but I'm wondering, how does that sin spell? Is it capital S-I-N for some things and some are common S-I-N so they don't count? While Andre was doing his stuff, didn't you see all the voodoo demonic stuff he was working with? Andre does voodoo demonic stuff. Is that okay with you, the Christian bodies that are still supporting him, giving the resources he needed to do that?
You hear it? A funny other thing. Giving resources. You know, so last time I reached Bridget say, you know what? Not for the woman, they love Obia too. That's why they're over there. Jamaica people love Obia, you know? Just go like say you can this and that. Eh? You don't love Obia. Love Obia too much. That's why I know. Look here. Can you imagine Jim Jones? People got Guyana go drink the Kool-Aid and know what them are drinking. Can you imagine Kevin Smith? People kneel up on their knee, you know, people volunteer to get them throat cut, you know. Woman, you know. Make her hear this.
Question is, the grooming of the 15-year-old, the threats that he made towards him, was that okay with you? The things that he does, basically go out and do, the double agent, playing back and forth, crying wolf, is that okay with you?
Yeah, man, you're okay with them, man. But I mean take $10,000. Because my father dead and me ease up on social media. Go bury my father. Boy, come out the people and men is boy and have nothing. But just like everybody else in create an illusion around the name. Carlos, come on, come tell everything. Everybody create an illusion. The boy just up for nasty people and not for sorry for the boy because him dirty laundry come out and so. Me no sorry for him, people. Me never forgive him.
The manipulation, they're trying to literally manipulate me into going missing in Jamaica. Is that okay with you? All the lies he has told on Wayne and Grandma and all the other people, is that okay with you? If some sin and others consider just, is that okay with you? Can you live with yourselves? How dare you come out and speak? And most of you are women. The way in which he treated his mother, he talked to his mother. When he was attacking Wayne, talking about Wayne health status, you Christian bodies, you never came out and condemned him. Where was the condemnation then? Are you the mothers that washed the blood out of your son's clothing?
Yes. That's why I run them off of my page. Because someone are crosses. If the Christianity that good and a prayer that good, how the brother feel? Or every day I pray passa every day. All the prayer them, I say, me no want another pray for me. Don't ever come to my page. Go away. No, me no want nobody from the asylum over here. No stay over here, so unless I want to learn. And I look somewhere good figure when I open and walk. I'm the son of a Rasta man. Me not play them game there.
When they do the murders, are you the mothers that the kids would bite off their ears?
Yes.
Because they were sitting there. He does, cannot do any wrong. Do you think you're helping him? Or are you bringing him down by ignoring what is right in front of her eyes? Andre is not even using any disguise anymore. Andre is coming straight out, showing us who he is. And if the fish come from the bottom of the water and tell the water deep, you better believe it's deep. But you sit around, you critique, you criticize without getting both sides of the story. I lived it. I went to Jamaica. I lived through it. 3 nights, survived, running scared, not even wanting anybody to know who I was until I left Kingston. When I left Kingston, went to center and thinking I'm safe. When I was coming back up, as soon as I got off the plane, the hundreds of messages were on my phone because Andre was there plotting, telling people I'm a transvestite, that I work for the Chinese. So if he was unable to get to me, they could take me out.
Wow.
This is your God. This is your Savior. This is your Messiah. But I bow to only one. So keep worshiping your Messiah. Keep following your Savior. I am a leader. I am not a follower. I am the head. I am not the tail. I bow to nothing. I was born with this leadership drive in me. I do not bow and I will not bow. And no one can control me. No one since I was a child can control me. That's not in my DNA. Never mind, little wimpy Andre Stevens. Are you kidding me? And this is why I was too much. This is why he wanted to silence me. This is why coming to Jamaica worked right in his favor, because I knew too much. I talked too much, and I would not go under subjection and listen to him and follow his narrative. Who the hell do you think you are, Andre Stevens? Who do you think you are? Mm-hmm. And all that you're accumulating, the locust and the conquerworm is going to devour it. That's what I have to say to him.
Shernette, I want to thank you very much for clearing up and demystifying the belligerent narcissist narratives. Thank you very much for being here. And you're always welcome on Global TV.
Thank you. And by the way, Wayne, let me clear this up. You and I never spoke either. The first time you and I spoke was that night when you sent me the link when Andre was sick, where I had to come in and fill in for Andre when I thought it was a joke, when I had to come in and fill in for Andre, where I hosted when Andre's claiming that he didn't even know that I was a woman yet. I hosted a show one night. The second time we spoke was one night when I was supposed to do the show as a guest. The third time I was backstage waiting one night to be the guest and he never brought me on. When I came back from Jamaica, I never knew what was going on with you and him because I wasn't watching the show. So I messaged you to tell you to please talk to him, to please go and recant his story because it was not true. I know that you checked the message, but for a month I did not hear anything from you. So I was like, hold on, what's going on? Then after that, I found out you and him were going through things. So you and I were not even speaking either, because I left the message like, Wayne, could you please tell Andre to stop? None of this happened. And I left the message about what happened in Jamaica. And you checked the message that was from July. I never heard back from August, sorry. I never heard back from you until September. So Wayne and I don't have any conversations either. I don't have time for that. So no one sit there and think Wayne and Shernette, no.
Getting on with things.
Exactly. We had talked prior to September. We had talked about 3 or 4 times period. That was it. And it was always a link you're sending. We had never spoken on WhatsApp or anything. It was always backstage. Are you there? Yes. That's it. Shernette, here's the link Andre sent for you to join the show. That's it. Nothing else. We had never spoken.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much, Shernette.
You're welcome.
Social media, there you have it. The former head girl for Partner Jaw has spoken. It is up to you to make your decision based on what you've heard. You've heard Andre Stevens' story, a twisted lot of it. Now, it was your chance to listen to one more side of one of Andre's belligerent tirade. It is for you to make up your mind and decide where the truth lies. But please be objective in your analysis. Join me back here tomorrow night when we continue to explain Andre Stevens. Thank you all very much for being here. And if
people, don't forget, producer Win Global TV. The man over there taught the things, man. No blogger now play them people. Guess what the blogger them do? pass the truth and gone upon this over the asylum, gonna pick up the lie. We smear people. These are the things that sell. Grandma a thief, people. We're not thief. Call us to take money. Shernette Curran this, that, and the other. Everybody have a problem with this brother. People, it's all lies. People, it's all lies. Wayne is a good man of integrity, people. Wayne is a man of integrity. Grandma is a decent woman. Look how the boy deal with grandma on social media. Still grandma pack up pots and all type of sit and send you 12 boxes. When me see the box, I me ask grandma, me tell grandma out of my mouth, me say, grandma, or you still a send sitting for a boy and then treat us bad on social media. You know what grandma tell me? She said, Carlos, this arrangement was made before him come on social media, come do that to me. And she said, it's all about me integrity. Me say to her, like me head chip and me say this a woman or what? Because you're a real human being, you're an angel. Because there's no way nobody come on social media come do me so I'm still a pack up nothing. Me could have talk up before or not. Me I sell it to Goodwill, me I give them away, me I put them in a storage, me I send back the money, send back the sitting and send the money come give you so you buy it a damn self. And after the woman do such a wonderful, remember the boy already come on social media come cuss out the woman. Out of the goodness of her heart, and me I question the woman, me say, Granny, where I do this for? She said, Carlos, it's because we had to talk before him cuss me up on social media and she talk about her integrity. When the woman said go get it roach, the boy go up on him page in a family and call the woman thief and all this not come and that not come. Jamaican people, how many of you collecting 13 boxes from Amazon? How many of you live a foreign right? So 13 boxes come here door, 12 boxes come here door. How many of you live a foreign? 12 boxes come here door one time. Boxes come at my door all the time. I never see 12 come there yet. Me see boxes come at my door. Me never see 12 come there yet. You know who for house 12 boxes go? Me used to work with UPS. I used to go up on Steph Curry. When live and then the rich people here, that was my route. As Steph Curry and them man, they have them type of box there. Rich people. Now poor man no have the 12 box one time I come from foreign. Amazon out of your door, so people, where they are foreign. How much I want to have 12 boxes on the door one time from Amazon? But granny go buy the thing there for me, say chink. Your cockroach, go up on him page again. Go call the woman thief, post the woman picture, the woman name and everything and have send it go give vloggers. Put the woman picture out there again. Other vloggers, you know. Running with the narrative. And millions of people are called granny thief. People. Let me tell you something. The lawyer tell granny say the account was in a pardon TV was in a fair name. A fair account, a fair email, a fair bank account, a fair social, everything. The woman don't want nothing, a bill show and bill the boy. The lawyer say, you know, you could have taken $1, you could have taken a pay. Because all the accounting what the woman do, all the pretty suit where you see the boy wear, and they hat them and granny say they can't give him. As she fix the boy, take him out of the garbage and turn him like somebody. And even though you cuss out the woman and the woman, that's for sure you say the woman have good character. Because me couldn't do it. None of you yourself gonna do it. Tell me who a boy come on social media come cuss out and even threaten the woman, grandpitney them. Eh? Which one of you is gonna do what grandma did? May I ask you, which one of you are gonna do that? A super granny that. May I ask you for the day? How much are you gonna do what grandma do? Boy cussing out on social media, you still sending something. Just see the boy come cuss you out again. You say, boy, I'm not good. You say, chink now gonna turn out nothing. May I ask you again, Wayne, a super producer, how many of you gonna stay upon nobody's job for 1 year for free? When you miss important rest, them the time by England where this a boy and you up in motor 3 hours. How much of you is gonna work for free for nobody for 1 year, losing sleep, important time a night? How much are you? Me nah do it. Me nah do it. Me nah work 1 year for free for nobody. So what is Wayne? Super producer. How much are you gonna get cussed out and still send something to get the boy? So what is grandma? Super grandma. A good people them. I'm gonna one piece of crap in the midst. So I'm to herb. I'm to Isaac. I'm Mr. Rattigan. I'm to the good people we know round this Rocha. What to them people? If you and I they have a fraction of the people Mr. Roach have around him, your life and my life will be all right. You think a little connection Mr. Roach have around him? Powerful connection. But Mr. Roach don't want not more come on social media come tear down people. If me have those connections, me not live in a one room. And me talk about that when things are one room may cost no, but one room people have ambition. One room people have ambition. You're the only one room nigga and have none. How you gonna get $35,000 and give it back to school? And someone will say, a bad man. Not damn idiot. No for when I said that, would you use $35,000 to give away and still live in a one room? Or you gonna take your own money and have 3 massage a week, 3 massage, 3 nights a week, 40,000 Jamaican dollars each, $120,000 a week for massage. Who in America get a massage 3 times a week? You must be a basketballer or some sports star or something. Not our physical therapy. Who in a Jamaica get massage? Coming around and come lie about your money that you are spending money upon man. They send man go to a small island. Give man food at night time. You have vehicle go dash go deliver food at night time to your man. Who are gonna do that and about money? Eh? If everybody thief your money, you think say because you have X amount of money, you go stay there forever. Will be spend. Eh? Who is gonna have 30 people for your payroll? 30 staff. Nobody know who the staff that is. Who is gonna spend over $600,000 a month to pay for friendship? And I talk about you don't know the money there? Eh? We believe the money gonna stay for spend like that. Damn idiot now used to nothing. And come on social media, come tear down everybody. Watch me people for the next video. Because if you know who Mr. Roach is, the next video is gonna come about the little boy when sound like he's grooming in the audio. And I want you guys to listen that. I mean, I come out with the video next. Just give me a little break and cool off. That will be my next video. Right? Some of you guys think, say, Carlos, this and that, and we're going to talk about something else. People, you guys don't know this page. This page is not just a political page, you know. The people who follow me know, so I talk about all menopause. I talk about all menopause for my place. I don't lie, people. I talk about everything on my page. So someone will come out and hear me talk about this morning because I'm not beating honest. What do know, people? What do know? We must beat the corrupt one on us who are going like a wolf in a sheep clothes. Where blagger turn beggar. The blagger turn beggar. People, blaggers have them page. Enough of them, right? Only don't need to give no blagger no money unless you want to give them money. Just the fact that you guys are here and the page, liking, comment, just show up on our page. We're good enough. When Mr. Roach I make what? 10, 11, 12,000 dollars a month. Him still a come beg every night. 10, 11, 12,000 US dollars a month. Still a beg every night. How much I want to make that amount of money in America? Because you're not dumb. Eh? On the money I pay for massage, 40,000 Jamaican dollars a pop. And happy ending after. Eh? And them things on the money I pay for. On the money I pay for Obia. On the see the table where I set all the fruits. Me get finance and say money ritual that. If you get money from Uno. Set spell for Uno. And all that. You know? However you may say, people. Somebody call me. Call me upon the 916. Call me upon the 916 there. Please. Buzz me upon the 916. Call me upon the 916. Somebody call me. Call me upon the 916. 916. Buzz me upon that. Yeah, man. So, you know, like me I say, people, someone don't want to call us to come out, come talk. But boy, after my father dead, boy, I come talk, boy, say, you know, see, after your interview win, your daddy dead. Eh? You know, tell me, people. You know, tell me. Somebody are calling from England. Call me on the 916 583 3324 916 583 3324. I decided to take the call on this show today. Let's event and play the video. And 916 583 3324. That's it. But like I said, I don't plan to take any calls on this show right now, maybe later, because I'll be coming back out here with the next piece of information for you guys. Because we need to know the people them who we confide and have faith in her. You hear? We need to know these people. You know, if you need to know these people, if I'm them type of people there, me need to flush out. Me need to flush out, and every day me come looking on the face like say, me is this and me that, but me get caught. So like me grooming a little boy, so like me threatening a little boy, so like me stalking a little boy, me so like it's all child labor involved. It's all type of thing attached in the next video me gonna play for you. Anyway, people, as usual, I am a student in your guys' class. Make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on the platform, you like my work and you like the people in the comment section, go ahead and subscribe, my people. And if you don't like what we do, like someone from the asylum, don't come in no trouble. Don't come in no doing. Hit the button and find the asylum with the rage. We're dead serious. This is not certain page. We're dead serious. Yeah? This a man that come out every day and me do songs about pedophile and all them things there and all them things there and groomers, and if you hear certain man I come go out in my decent and some dirt in them closet. But at them look a roach ya. When I come out and come tear down people character. You know? Me tell my brethren Wayne, man, memory, me say Wayne not playing them all them tape there. And tell me if you're wrong or right me. Me say Wayne not playing them tape there and politician there. These men don't deserve it. Labor right RPNP. Remember people, me a man, you know. Me say these men don't deserve it. Them not deserve them life to mash up their career. Them not deserve the disgrace. But it's a dirty boy intended for them. Because if he never intends to do them harm, he would have never taped these men. Tell Wayne, say no play no more, brother. No play no more. You keep that, because you're not like him. And that shows you're not like him. Keep them. You're not like Mr. Roach. You're not like Mr. Roach. We're not good man. Good youth. Open game man. Better than enough on the street man. Yeah? And the fact that him come out and say, boy, I'm a gay, I respect you more. Because I'm a straight man and we know that. I love woman. But that seat over there is for Wayne. And that one over there is for me. That road over there is for Wayne. That one over for me. So me am not going to have no confrontation, no tussling. I'm going to tell you, me can't wait for Wait for sit down and drink a beer with him. Me can't wait for see Wayne for a beer with him. I think it'll happen. You never see Wayne. Me can't wait to see Wayne to have a beer with him. A good youth. A good youth people. Me know him before this. A chink I know him. Me know him before this. A roach I know him. I've seen him drag my virgin in a thing and so. And he go jump and grand people me know. Grandma. Good ass woman. Woman don't need a dime for nobody, boy. Woman not beg nothing, boy. You don't know grandma who? You don't know grandma who? Grandma can mind on the whole goddamn generation. You don't know grandma who? I mean, some people are coming in the section, we're hungry themselves. They take the money I find and me, man. I share give in. This have to stop, man. This have to stop. This brother come around to come shit up the whole social media space. You're the first blogger out there, so we get sued. You set the precedence for other bloggers to get sued when you come out with that piece of crap. This such toilet you are. You're coming and so set the precedence for other bloggers to get sued. You crasses you be. I sat up on the show, go get all in that trouble. It just say crasses you be. You salt at anybody around and if you go see, go get a nice bath. Anyway, people, as usual, talk to you guys later. You don't want to miss the next video, you know. Soon come out a swing. Me say you don't want to miss this morning too. You don't want to miss the next video coming out. Play with some boy, especially come to our kids. I'm some blogger now play it like they want to hide certain things, but they want to play grandma thief. Play it. All of this. Look at. We in a thief. Call us collect money. And on the hypocrite. When last man talk about Andrew Honest. And me collect the money and I hear voice note with the man where I make deal with politician about money. And that not good enough for one to beat him. But I mean, he call the money when my father dead. Boy, me love you now. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.